Welcome to the Superstar Shakeup! That's right. We have multiple different wheels for each brand. The way that this works is each brand is going to get 7 draft entries because this game, if we look at the Superstar stats, there are 60 men and 13 women. There's 73. So a 10th of the roster is covered, so each brand gets 7. Raw gets 8 because they won bragging rights. So they get an extra pick. We are going to shuffle both of these wheels 7 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Raw's first pick. Is Brett the Hitman Hart. Brett is the first man to go. SmackDown's first pick is... This is SmackDown pick 1. And SmackDown picks... Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes is going to SmackDown. Raw's second pick. Raw pick number 2. Wade Barrett. Raw is an interesting strategy. They're just gonna tear down the tag division. SmackDown's second pick. SmackDown pick 2. Is it Brie Bella? I guess it is Brie Bella. Why's the green then? Okay, whatever. SmackDown picks Brie fucking Bella. Are you? Okay. So Raw's third pick is... Raw pick 3. Raw picks The Rock. I swear to God it isn't intentional. I swear to God it isn't intentional. I swear to God. SmackDown pick 3. We're 3 for 3 so far. SmackDown selects... John Morrison. SmackDown selecting John Morrison is not really what I wanted. Raw's fourth pick. Pick number 4 for Monday Night Raw. Finally, Raw got a woman. Melina is heading to Monday Night Raw. The one girl SmackDown hasn't used yet. That's funny. I guess this accomplishes my mission, kind of. Next pick for SmackDown. I think we're on like 4. No matter who it picks, it's huge. It's Batista. Raw's 5th pick. The 5th pick from SmackDown is David Otunga. It's a good thing David doesn't really care about the Nexus anymore, because otherwise I'd be kind of upset about that. Alright, the 5th pick for SmackDown is... Mark Henry. Well, they got Mark back. Let's see how well that'll do him. Raw's 6th pick. The 6th pick for Monday Night Raw is... Kofi Kingston. The heel himself. SmackDown's 6th pick. The 6th pick for SmackDown is... Matt Hardy. So they have the Acronym Collective now. Okay, shit. They just did it 2 at a time, which is fun. Why did they do it that way? I don't fucking know, but honestly, I kind of appreciated it. Stuck to the rules of the last one. Raw's 7th pick is... 7th pick for it. Let's see what happens. It's Christian. That is huge news. That's huge. Christian was like one of the few people they were actually legitimately missing. And SmackDown's final pick. Who is SmackDown gonna pick last? Who are they gonna pick last? Who are they gonna pick last? Who are they gonna pick last? It's... MVP. Okay. So they picked basically the entire Acronym Collective to come along with them. But I'm not done yet. That's because Raw still has one more to pick. The last draft pick for Monday Night Raw goes to... Please be a woman, please be a woman, please be a woman. Okay, I should have thought about this. You cannot make your last draft... Actually, wait a minute. Did they pick Justin Gabriel earlier? No. Did they pick Wade Barrett earlier? Yes. So their last draft pick is just Justin Gabriel. Now that that's happened, let's take a look at everything that we just saw. Raw is a little bit different. Drew McIntyre and Jack Swagger are now in the main event scene. The US title scene looks a little different. The Rock's in there, Christian's in there, CM Punk somehow got in there. And the tag scene. Oh, fuck, the tag scene. Well, the Hart Foundation's a little weird because Brett left. So now the team is going to be British Bulldog and Tyson Kidd, I suppose. Well, that kind of sucks. Then you got the Acronym Collective, which somehow managed to stay together and both moved to SmackDown. I mean, Rick Henry, Matt Hardy, boom, even MVP moved over. Straight Edge wasn't eligible. The Core moved to Raw, and the Master Plan, well, Chris Masters is on SmackDown, and the Stone Cold Steve Austin is also on SmackDown. So the only tag change was just that the Hart Foundation just doesn't have Brett anymore because Brett's on Raw. But other than that, the tags actually stayed entirely the same. Raw also now has Melina instead of Brie, which sucks because I was hoping for a little bit more than just a trade. But hey, maybe we'll fix it in WWE12. I gave it a good and honest attempt. SmackDown has Batista at number 2. Mark Henry and Cody Rhodes are in the top 10 for the world title scene, as well as MVP. And the SmackDown scene, MVP, Mark Henry, Matt Hardy, Cody Rhodes, they're all in there. We're going to see a revolution for Primo's IC title. And that was pretty much it. Overall, I'd give this Superstar Showcase a 6 out of 10. Definitely changed things up, but honestly, things kind of stayed the same. I like the sound of that. And that. What the fuck? Anyways, it's Drew McIntyre versus Christian. We welcome you live to Monday Night Raw in Boston, Massachusetts, and Drew McIntyre. It has been 2 months since he has lost the United States Championship. And ever since then, it hasn't been in a consistent place. Actually, no, it's been 3 months because he lost it to Night of Champions. Sheamus beat him at Night of Champions. He beat Kane, then lost it to Kane anyways. And Kane hasn't had a title defense at bragging rights. Drew has decided that right now is the time to start testing the waters to see if he can reclaim his United States Championship that he lost in what he considers a fluke victory. And he's actually coming out in a brand new attire to try and test this. It's red, and it flipped the Scottish flag he usually has. I like it. They even put some red on his black boots. I like it. This comes together very well. And then you have his opponent, Christian. Christian is what many would consider to be... Wait, no, hold on. Don't go into the usual script. Christian is on Raw now. He got put in the Superstar Shakeup. He was actually one of the very few people that Raw was missing. And now that he's here, well, he's a veteran of the business, and I hope he'll do well in the United States title scene. Or I guess world title scene. It could be either or. And now I immediately started to run because I've been playing 2K26. Fuck. Yeah. Can you tell I've been playing 2K26? I just pinned someone off of one move and it wasn't even intentional. Okay, barely not getting the 2. Random pin attempt there. I have my hands on the Y button, dude. I gotta remember how to play the fucking game. How to play this game specifically. I don't want this match to just be... Man complains about the difference in control schemes between 15-year-old games, but like, damn, that's all I'm doing is mixing shit up. And a leg drop from the top rope doesn't quite get Christian. He got up a little too fast, and now Drew McIntyre, and he's taunting for it. He's not treating Christian seriously, but wait, a Hurricane Rana roll up, and he kicks out immediately. Ooh, missing the clothesline, but he'll taking too long to arm himself. And Drew McIntyre and Christian haven't exactly had a lengthy or even obvious history. The referee, okay, Christian with another massive Hurricane Rana and another pin, but I do notice it took a little longer this time. Christian is slowly but surely wearing down the former United States champion, and I hope he'll continue to do so in the future. As if that's not what he's going to be doing basically throughout this entire match. I mean, it's totally possible that he doesn't, and that this match is about to end, but I wouldn't know because, you know, it's not like I've been commentating here for like a decade like Michael Cole was. Wait a minute, Flatliner. I do know one thing. That only gets hit whenever the match is gonna end. There's about to get into a closing segment. Pedigree by Drew, but nothing. Caught the leg, going for another pedigree, but that's not enough now, is it? No. Tagging out. And now Christian taunting directly in the face of Drew as he managed to get him out, but Drew isn't gonna fall to man. Do you know what I mean? I think you do. Flatliner again by Drew McIntyre, and if only there was a running move that Drew could hit instead of having to pick up his opponent. But here we go, up future shock by Drew McIntyre, and that's 1, 2, That's it. Drew McIntyre has beaten Christian. Welcome to Monday Night Raw. It doesn't get any easier from here. Wait a minute, though. This match has been restarted as a submission match. Who does it give an advantage to? Who does this give an advantage to? Ooh, okay, we're starting this version out of the match off with Christian barely hitting Drew McIntyre. Drew missing that one, but coming back in and hitting the clothesline successfully. Are we gonna see a repeat? Oh, this time Christian rolled out of the way completely. And now Christian is dancing on the outside, trying to figure out what he should do. I was about to say that there are no disqualifications in a submission match, but that is just straight up not the case. I don't know why I was about to say that. I'm sorry that I can lie to you. And you would never know unless I correct myself. Well, you could just, like, look it up. But you would never do that. Also, encoding overload is happening again, so I have a feeling this might be a little choppy. You know what? I'm gonna do this. I still have to finish the match, though, so, And then it got choppy as shit, just like in the Rock-David match. If you want to watch actually fluid wrestling content, skip to this timestamp. Okay, back to the video. I still have to finish the match. I can't just stop recording because shit isn't working if I have to finish the match. I guess we'll finish the match, and if it's choppy, I'll just, like... I mean, it looks fine in the preview, but the last time it looked fine in the preview and then in the actual video itself, it freaked the fuck out and just got choppier and choppier. So, you know, I don't exactly have the best idea of what to do or what setting I'm looking for. It's like, where the fuck... I forgot what the fucking encoding presets are. But yeah, Drew McIntyre and Christian having to fight again for the rights of mankind. I don't think this match is actually that big, bro. I don't think this is literally fighting for the benefit of mankind. Not this episode, at least. Maybe next episode. And Christian is fighting back against the flatliner. Christian, being the veteran that he is, will look to get any sort of advantage over Drew McIntyre. And if that includes knowing he's gonna hit the flatliner and reversing it every time, except for that one, then so be it. Whatever. Then there's the future shock. And you didn't go down to the submission. And I'm getting folded. Hooray. And a nice little German suplex by Drew. You should think about getting Christian out of that corner and maybe going for a submission of some kind. You know, it'd be pretty great if he could hit it. Well, now he's back in the fucking corner. Drew, get him out of the corner. And now the fans are chanting Christian rules, but it seems a part of Drew's strategy is to keep him in that fucking corner. And I genuinely don't know why. And this gives Drew the perfect excuse. He's got him in an armbar. Can this be enough? Will it be enough? It is not, but Christian definitely struggled to get out of that one. Just a couple more moves and it's, oh wait, there's one! And that's a boom. But Christian again thwarting Drew's plans. And now Drew going after the arm again, but he's got him in the ropes, but he's just ignoring it. One. The ref counts to 3, but Christian gets out on his own. It doesn't seem like he's ready to go down either way. But maybe it's just because he's looking after the arms instead of going after something a little bit more malleable. Wait, Drew's listening. Drew's listening in on my conversation. Will he tap? He taps! That's it! Drew beats Christian twice to win. Drew, what about The Rock? I didn't even think about that.
2 very boring minutes later.
I did a couple things. Hopefully that fixes at least some of the problems. Anyways, up next is The Miz versus Kane. And up next, Kane is back out here. He did not defend his United States Championship at bragging rights, but it kind of feels like he did, considering that he beat Primo at bragging rights. Tonight, he faces a man similar to Primo in The Miz. Will it just be a repeat of bragging rights? Or will The Miz actually do something different and win the match? And there's The Miz. And wait a minute, we saw this from Primo too. He's not out here yet. That can only mean one thing. Nope, yep, there he comes. And boom! His shoulder's looking a little bad. Maybe that's why he did that. Either way, Miz is being told to get up. And Miz just stands there and lets the Miz hit him. And now Kane, okay, wait, he rolled him into the ropes. How is he not out of the goddamn ring? He should have flown out at the speed of damn sound by this point. And that is a massive flying clone. That's not a flying clothesline. That's a fucking punch. Why did he punch him? Was he too far or something? Either way, Kane is double axe handling a man that's on the ground. I don't know why that happens. That's just a weird thing about this game. And the Miz is now attacking Kane, and he's actually being kind of successful, just slamming his head into the ground over and over again in an attempt to get him to sit still. But wait, oh no. He rolls out of harm's way, but he gets hit in the foot, which is nothing special to Kane. But The Miz is just ultra intuitively. The Miz is going for it again, but once again, Kane rolls out of the way and he gets hit. What? Miz, go for what the hell? How did Kane do that? And now The Miz has stopped moving after that one. I would too. Play dead and hope he stops. But that didn't work for Miz, so he's got to actually play the game, so to speak. Oh, God. Into the corner? The turnbuckle should have eaten all of that, but for some reason, the ropes held Miz in place, essentially, which is confusing to me, but what is... Yo, I was pressing X that whole fucking time game, and you said no anyways. And wait, there's a massive sidewalk slam. And I am very shocked that that went the way that it did. Referee! Boom! Count the goddamn pin. And the fans, as Miz falls, they chant and continue to chant that Miz is awful. God damn it, it's still fucking there. And wait a minute, Luke Gallows is coming out. Definitely upset about how way Superstars went down. You know what? I'm gonna check to see what it looks like before I continue any further. Okay, so I looked at the footage. If anything, my mic is the part that sounds weird. So we're just gonna continue, and if it starts fucking up, fuck me in the asshole. Anyways, it's Ezekiel Jackson and John Cena versus Justin Gabriel and his mystery tag partner, who could be joining the core. And up first in this weird tag match, Ezekiel Jackson and John Cena continue their pseudo friendship as they team up together one more time in a match against Justin Gabriel and his mystery tag partner. Now, this could be any one of John Cena's friends, enemies, or others on the indies, or it could be one of Jackson's. But either way, I think Justin's tag partner is gonna be interesting. And then you have his tag team partner, the man that represents the interests of breast awareness, is John Cena. That's right, even though he's a bad guy, he still likes people knowing if they have breast cancer or not. And he doesn't have eyes or teeth, so maybe it's not John Cena. I don't fucking know. And then you have their opponent, Justin Gabriel. And who is Justin Gabriel gonna bring out with him? I'm curious. Who you got? Is it David Otunga? It actually is David Otunga! What? What? The fuck? We have just seen the biggest swerve in all! And is it a false count anywhere match? I should have known! The Nexus's only one match was a false count anywhere match against the Union. And now, Justin and Gabriel are back in a ring. Does this mean that David is gonna be on Raw now? And now they're beating up on David, but Justin Gabriel is saving him. He's attacking John Cena now. Justin and John, two of the biggest members. And they just keep teaming up on David, though. Cena now dealing with David, Justin dealing with Jackson. Either one of these two you have to face is not a good time for you. David Otunga with a massive power slam. Is that it? But Jackson breaks up the pin, now turning his attention back to Ezekiel Jackson. We've seen Ezekiel Jackson take out people like Justin Gabriel before, which is why Gabriel is being ever cautious, but David is not, and it could be costing him. But I don't get it. Why did David come back to the core? This is just the Nexus 2.0. Does that mean it is the Nexus?
Yes.
I genuinely have no idea what's going on right now. And now that sledgehammer coming into play against John Cena. And then David's got a chair now. These two are taking it to the impromptu tag team of Cena and Jackson. Now Justin Gabriel's going up top, and that is a hurricane. Wait a minute. Jackson pins David, but it's not enough. And now Justin Gabriel, wait just a goddamn minute. That's a pin.
No.
Is that 450 to Cena? It's a 450 to Cena. David is now attacking Jackson. Jackson is laying off. He needs to go help Cena, but Justin Gabriel and David Otunga bury the hatchet and beat John Cena and Ezekiel Jackson. What in the fuck? The core is now the Nexus 2.0. Anyways, in our main event, Edge, Punk, and The Game. I said I wouldn't do that. The Game fight for the #1 contendership. And then you have the opponent of the Rated R No, wait, that is the Rated R Superstar. I'm all over the place today. But Edge had lost as team captain. Taker, Zack, and Archer defeated Edge, Sheamus, and MVP in the second to last match of bragging rights, which led to, well, Raw's victory anyways, but Edge let the ball down for his team. Now, Sheamus got all the blame because he didn't clutch out the 1v3 alone, according to Edge at least, and MVP. But hey, what's a little bit of strife without a little bit of devil in the lettuce?
What?
And then you have his opponent, the Straight Edge Society leader himself, one half of the Unified Tag Team Champions. That's right, it's CM Punk, and I'm not gonna lie, I think he's seen better days. Definitely seen better days, that Punk. What the fuck is this shit? Why is there... You know what? That would explain it. That would explain it all.
The next day.
And CM Punk, the devil on your... God damn it. Fuck you. And then you have his opponent, again. I said I wouldn't do that. God damn it. And Triple H is looking to finally get back at Michaels for betraying him a few months ago, back in June. Shawn Michaels betrayed Triple H just like Triple H did to him in 2002. That time, they had a match that was unsanctioned. But this time, a one-on-one match at Survivor Series will have to suffice inside the Elimination Chamber. Can we talk about this? I am so tired of this game fucking crashing, dude. And then you have his opponent, CM Punk. Alright, you know what? It is fucking nuclear option time. And I'm not talking about the last time we did it.
The next day.
Alright, I turned on strict rendering mode. I did it. Favorite fucking part of every single video is the part where I can't fucking talk because of this goddamn microphone. I swear to shit. I skipped CM Punk. I don't care anymore. You know what? We're just moving on. I fucking fuck this shit, dude. And the game, Triple H, Edge, and CM Punk are all heading in the ring, and now Triple H is just trying to steamroll through everybody. It's gonna be very hard for the game to be able to do this, though, because reminder, he has been on quite the losing streak. If I remember correctly, it was like 10 at one point. Maybe not anymore. Definitely need to make these fucking games louder, bro.
Portal shadowing as a narrative device.
Now Edge doing it, but Triple H knows that this is not anything to be worried about. CM Punk will not tap, and in fact, Edge lets go before Punk even gets close. Damn, he really hit that guy.
Wow.
All three of these men have had some form of history with one another. It honestly makes it quite the bit more shocking that this triple threat match hasn't happened any earlier. Boom! But Edge now going after Trips, he's not forgotten. Triple H never forgets. What the fuck? Dodges. CM Punk misses. Edge doesn't. Now CM Punk, wait a minute. CM Punk is going after Triple H with the single leg busted crap, but Edge isn't too sure that Trips is going to kick out. He knows his losing history, and he is willing to part ways with some of that to make Trips look better. Chop. And wait, is that that's a spine buster? Can you? You know what? Fine, we'll just go out to CM Punk. And now Triple H hits a pedigree on CM Punk. He has to get Edge somewhere close to being out of the ring, and there he goes. Yeah. Is that enough to put CM Punk away? Yes, it is. Triple H is going to Survivor Series to face Shawn Michaels. And it took 4 recordings to get done with Raw. I lied. It took 7. 7! That was cool. Maybe strict rendering mode just solves basically all the problems. The problem is that the rendering is too loose. Edge and Triple H have a worse relationship. That makes sense. Dolph is now above someone. And now Drew went above The Rock and Jackson, but nobody moved. Okay. On to Superstars and being fed to the Wolves, being fed to the Wolves, being fed to the Wolves. It's just 3 one-on-one matches where someone is getting fed to the Wolves. Welcome to Squash Match City. And we welcome you to Thursday Night Superstars after fucking 8 billion years. And Kane is back. The United States champion is fighting one of the new additions to the Raw roster as he takes on David Otunga. Now, David Otunga has a win over The Rock, who is also on Raw now. So there is a very, very, very real chance that this man right here pulls in the fucking work and gets him. Or not. I'm not entirely sure. And then you have David Otunga. This man rejoined the Nexus on Raw, and I don't know why. I still don't understand the point behind it, but wait a minute. David is attacking Kane now. I'll take that bet, question mark? I don't know if that means it's getting worse or if it's getting better. Kane now, okay. We've seen Kane do this plenty of times, but David's in the ropes now. And wait, smack down. Wrong show, dumbass. Kane, of course, the current United States champion. David Otunga getting an opportunity like this so early into his time on Raw is a great thing. The problem is that Kane is the United States champion and he doesn't take prisoners. And it's really hard to beat Kane. I think Kane was looking for a diving clothesline, but David stopped getting back up. So now he's doing that. Oh, David dodged the clothesline, but again, Kane is just fast and crafty and all of the words that you want to use to describe a literal demon. And wait a minute, Sidewalk Slam! Wade Barrett is back! It has been quite a minute since we have seen Wade Barrett come to the defense of David Otunga. Kane was gonna try and get him, but... Are you? Wade Barrett has kicked David out of the Nexus again! What did we do that for? What was the point of bringing back the Nexus if Wade was just gonna destroy it in 2 seconds? The story continues. Kane is just gonna pin David off of that? 1, 2, and it worked. And it works! Kane has beaten David Otunga, and David Otunga is out of the Nexus. Or is he? Primo? Primo is calling out Kane! Champion versus champion had some effects. So, Kane and David are enemies. Why? Probably because Kane took advantage of something. The Rock fell for fucking no goddamn reason at all. Who did that kick out? It didn't... You know what? Wade, get the fuck out of the Nexus. I'm just gonna say it. You, Wade Barrett, do not have the interests of the Nexus at heart. Get out. You're done. Anyways, it's Christian versus Ezekiel Jackson now because I did that. I guess I shouldn't have done that, but hey, plans change. And up next, Christian, the man who has all of his faults erased by simply being someone that wants to fight. Hold on, wait a minute. Where are we going with this? Christian is doing pretty good, honestly. But tonight, he has a challenger in Ezekiel Jackson. Now, since the Nexus has become David and Justin, plans did slightly change. I don't know why, but the Superstars general manager decided to put this match on instead of, whatever. I don't even remember what the match was before. Maybe this is the same match.
No.
And then you have his opponent, Ezekiel Jackson. This man has been fighting his way through the mid-card ranks, trying to establish a foothold in the United States title picture. And tonight, he comes across one of his greatest challengers yet. I'm gonna fucking plan a funeral for this goddamn microphone, I swear to God. And Christian now with the little flop over thing, my favorite thing, the flop over thing. The thing where you use your legs to kill a man. So, I mean, that's technically just a kick, but like, you know, I don't get a kick out of saying the word kick, I just kick.
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Chop City! And Christian hitting elbows, piling on the offense against Ezekiel Jackson, just making sure that he's just out of reach enough. Wait, oh, that was smart. That was a smart play by Christian. The corner! The corner! Wait, Christian, ooh. Christian was trying to go for something new, but apparently we don't get to see what that is. And instead, we get a diving headbutt straight to the chest of Ezekiel Jackson. And then we hit the Y, and we elbow, and then we get him with the kill switch. And that's it for Ezekiel Jackson. Not even close to putting his foot on the ropes. Christian beats Ezekiel Jackson, fair and square. The game hasn't crashed since I turned on strict rendering mode, by the way. I just want to say that. That might have been the setting I've been missing. Anyways, Christian went above Shad, and Jackson went below The Rock, I guess. In the meantime, Kofi Kingston will now face The Rock, thanks. Hopefully it doesn't disconnect mid-entrance again, or I will lose my fucking marbles. And then you have The Rock! And The Rock is facing the newly healed Kofi Kingston in what I believe is his first match since he turned on Evan Bourne. He's been meddling in Evan's affairs, but tonight he has to prove that he can go on his own. But his first opponent is a really tough challenge to face first. It is Dwayne The Rock Johnson. And as we all know, both of these stars are now on Raw. But wait, Kofi Kingston isn't gonna go into this fair and square. Kofi would never do that in this state. No, he's going after The Rock. What a man. And now Kofi is just riling up the entire crowd. Wait, Rocky. I mean, yes, I guess that was a clothesline. Didn't really affect Kofi all that much, but hey, what does? What affects that chop? One chop was all it took to get Kofi's chest to go from its usual color to red as fuck. I didn't realize that shit could happen after literally one interaction, though. Like, come on. The Rock and Kofi Kingston. I feel like they should have a little bit more history by this point than, nothing. Considering they were both on SmackDown and both vying for the same thing the whole time. But shockingly enough, if I am correct, this is their first match fighting each other. Rock has not known a face Kofi Kingston and another poke to the eye. The Rock just isn't learning his lesson from this match. He's got to learn that fighting Kofi is a little bit more than just, hey, beat his ass. Some wrestlers require more thought and effort than just beat their ass until they say uncle. They also require more effort than just a spontaneous running clothesline, too. And now The Rock is repositioning Kofi Kingston away from the ropes, but it doesn't really matter now, does it? Because he didn't get the fucking sharpshooter off. But it's fine because of a neck breaker. And now, oh, it's going to the left. Oh, that's in the ropes. And that's in the ropes, and The Rock is forced to let go of the hold. Unfortunate, considering how much I want this guy to die in hell. Wait, he's now going to the outside. Rock gets baited. Rock is thrown into the outside of the ring. Kofi hitting a leg drop off of the apron, but will he follow? Yes, he did. He does follow The Rock inside the ring. Not that it particularly matters. The Rock lost the steam that he got from hitting the sharpshooter. Now The Rock has to actually play the game that Kofi wants him to play. But for some reason, the fans are still chanting his name. They want him to win this match. Very lightly. But wait a minute now. This time, The Rock has Kofi locked dead center of the ring. It is very possible that he taps out right now. Yep, there he goes. He taps out. Kofi Kingston has been beaten by Dwayne The Rock Johnson. I don't think I have anything to worry about with crashes. Not for a while, at least. Strict rendering mode might just be the thing I need to make SVR games work. Kofi and The Rock are now enemies. Kofi is now in the top 10 for the world title scene despite not winning that match. The Rock is now above Drew and Jackson. Good. Didn't move Kofi down though, but we're getting close. The Rock might actually challenge Kane for the US title. Oh yeah, that's right. It was supposed to be Triple H versus Luke Gallows. Let's move on to SmackDown. I like the variety. I like seeing Chris Masters on the show. I like seeing this. Let's get it. Starting with Mark Henry versus Cody Rhodes in a false count anywhere match. The Acronym Collective opened the show. St. Louis, Missouri. Here we are. Mark Henry faces longtime rival Cody Rhodes, this time in a falls count anywhere match. And oh man, what a false count anywhere match this must be. I mean, Mark Henry is a destructive force, and Cody Rhodes is one of his biggest rivals in recent memory. And tonight, it really seems like Mark Henry is either gonna tear the house down or tear Cody Rhodes a new asshole. But speaking of which, both of these men were traded from Raw to SmackDown. And honestly, I like Cody. But something we haven't mentioned is that Cody and Ted have not reformed Legacy. That's something to think about. I get that Orton was there too, and he's on Raw, but do they not like each other? What happened? It's probably something to do with that triple threat match that happened at Starrcade. And Mark Henry immediately clobbers the great big Cody Rhodes. Boom. Boom 2. Boom 3. You know what's all about. Cody Rhodes and Mark Henry have been in a few matches. I think Mark Henry actually saved MVP from, it was either Cena or Cody. It was Cena. And I'm rightfully to believe that it was actually Cody. I just said it was fucking Cena. And now Mark Henry is exiting the ring, just baiting Cody Rhodes to come out. And yep, there it is, the bear hug. The ref is now struggling to get next to these two for this submission. Cody could tap out right here, but I don't think he will. I think he can survive. Cody has survived the bear hug of 2011. Now, wait a minute, Mark Henry picked up Cody Rhodes. World's strongest slam on the outside. That has to be it. Cody ain't kicking out of this one for shit. That is it. Mark Henry beats Cody Rhodes. And what a way to go out and do it. Slamming him on the floor, baiting him out to the floor. He caused his own downfall. Cody could have done a springboard or something, but instead he decided to follow straight forward, and that's what cost him. Cody didn't craft a plan. Mark Henry is now above Zack Ryder, and he's above Cody and MVP. We could see Mark Henry challenge for the IC title at Survivor Series. In the meantime, it is Matt Hardy versus Chris Masters. And up next, in our second match on SmackDown, we have the other member of the Acronym Collective, which is just two people, Matt Hardy facing Chris Masters in a submission match. Now, I don't know if you know this, but I think this match favors one person in particular, because Chris Masters, I don't know if you know this, he has this thing called the Master Lock. Matt Hardy doesn't have a lot of submission prowess in his kit. I think Chris Masters wins this one. But hey, I could be wrong. Chris Masters may be the masterpiece, but the only thing I've actually seen him do is like jiggle his fucking biceps. And Ezekiel Jackson is in the crowd for tonight's showing. Who is he taunting here? Matt Hardy? I would assume Matt Hardy, even if you're on SmackDown. Jackson's hate for you will cross between show boundaries. Same thing with Primo and Kane. Those two hate the fuck out of each other. And I imagine they're gonna be dying for years. Massive attacks by Chris Masters. I forget how much I hate Masters strikes. He's just actively the worst set of strikes in the entire game. Full stop. And these two are just going back and forth. The closest thing we have to chain wrestling, but Matt Hardy puts an end to that. No chain wrestling for the Master and Hardy. Grabbing the arm, but it's not enough to satiate the desire of violence. And Matt Hardy, wait, that's a T-bone suplex? And that might be a little in the ropes here. It's not. He's like reaching over for it. It's like barely not in the ropes. Is Matt gonna tap? Matt's not out yet. Chris Masters is gonna have to put in more effort to put away Matthew. I mean, he's not even limping yet. You gotta think about the odds and justifications. He should be limping by now. 2 kicks to the midsection. Who the fuck do you think you are? A wakeful Nelson slam! And now another T-bone suplex. This is gonna have Matt Hardy on the ropes. Wait a minute! It's Mark Henry? Oh, you have gotta be kidding me. For some reason, when Mark Henry showed up, everything started running slower. Headbutt on the barricade. Matt Hardy? What the fuck is Matt Hardy thinking? You're just giving him the perfect excuse to... Never mind. Set and mark up the ramp? What the fuck is going on? And now a double axe handled by Chris Masters. The fucking Chris Masters now going out of his way to deal with... Oh, shit. Oh, right on the fucking steps. And wait a minute. That's a T-bone suplex to Mark Henry. Matt Hardy is just waiting him out. Mark Henry is leaving. That shit just backfired. But wait a minute. Chris Masters has got a different approach. Pulling on the face, but it's a rope break. Oh, there we go. There's something that fits in the arsenal of Chris Masters' attacks. Double knees to Matt Hardy. And another T-boner? No, Matt Hardy shoves him off, but it doesn't matter because he hits him with the T-boner anyways. And wait a minute. Is that a rope break? It's gotta be. It's not. Is the ref looking at his toes and he's out? Damn, he tapped out really fast, but either way, Chris Masters has defeated Matt Hardy. Jesus Christ. Well, at least Mark Henry didn't fucking betray him after accepting him. They're enemies now, and that didn't do anything. Anyways, it's Maurice versus Eve. And with this motherfucker's betrayal of SmackDown, Maurice has set herself out to be a true heel. She is gonna fight for only her. At bragging rights, she attacked Beth during her match with Michelle and tried to cost her the match as a way to get a title match with her at Survivor Series. And you know what the funniest part is? It almost worked. But in the end, Beth won, securing, well, not really securing, but adding another point on the board. And somehow, Raw did not choose Maurice in the draft, instead picking Melina, SmackDown's only unused female on the roster. I don't know why I said female. And then there's her opponent tonight. It is Eve Torres. And Eve is, of course, Eve. I don't really know what to say. I just hope that Eve kicks Maurice's ass. At least we kept up the tradition of only really crashing at the very end of SmackDown. You know, if we're gonna only crash at the very end of SmackDown, I'm fine with that. I have also decided that I'm gonna actually turn the fucking game up by a point because the game is a little quiet and I'm trying to increase the volume on everything by at least a little bit so that everything is a little louder because I've had volume problems for like ever. So we're turning it up to there and that's already so much better. And Eve immediately booting Maurice in the face for what she's done. Eve doesn't really give a shit either way. I'm just glad that Maurice is gonna get some level of comeuppance, even if it isn't from Beth Phoenix or the SmackDown general manager booking her in completely unfair handicap matches. And that is a massive moonsault by Eve. Maurice taking advantage of Eve's mistakes now. At least if I can't say anything about Maurice good, I can say that her in-ring ability has definitely improved over the past few months? I don't know. Maybe I just never noticed her in-ring ability before because she wasn't wrestling enough to where I could. And now Eve with the senton. And now Eve backing all the way up into the corner and hitting him with the cartwheel moonsault. That's putting Maurice away for sure. And that's 1, 2, 3. Ding, 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 motherfucker. Ding, ding, ding. The match is over. All right, so we don't have to worry about as many crashes as before, but I think by the end of TLC, I'll still have to deal with crashes anyways. So, like, what the fuck ever. Eve is now above Natalya, but not Maurice for some reason. The main event. Who's facing Big Show at Survivor Series? The Undertaker for, like, the 3rd time, or Batista? The Undertaker faces Batista in a 1-on-1 number 1 contenders match to decide who will face Big Show at Survivor Series. And honestly, I'm just glad that Taker doesn't have a fucking bandana on his way down to the ring again. That shit at bragging rights was kinda ass. And then of course you have his opponent, Batista. This man can only say so much before he is relegated to a position of absolute nothingness. The man was fighting a little bit on Raw, but now tonight he enters a land betrayed by its general manager, SmackDown. SmackDown elevated the mid-card more. It seems that whoever the SmackDown general manager is, they want to have SmackDown be a show of newcomers and not a show about the current top talent, which I can respect to a degree. But when the show suffers as a result, you need to do something. And now Batista, nope, Taker immediately shows the man who's boss. I reckon, but it seems that this match is going to be highly competitive, highly back and forth. Big Show staggering his strikes, trying to make sure Kane knows that he's, goddamn it, Batista, you missed a fucking grab in midair. Brother, how do you do such a thing? But yeah, Batista apparently also kept his look from bragging rights. He's one of the very few people to actually do that. Along with Kane, and probably someone else. Now, Spirit, no. I, for one, am very excited about the prospect of Batista coming over to SmackDown and immediately joining the world title contention scene. It's been lacking for a minute. But Taker is looking to beat his ass in the strikers scene. Batista can hawk Taker around like it's nobody's business, and that is the crucial advantage that Batista has over the Undertaker. Strength relative to other things, I guess. Kane's the thrower of the group. Taker is more of the striker and the brawler of sorts. And that's a, no, it's not a spear. I'm a liar. And that's a, ooh, dodging the big boot. But a spear by... I'm so fucking over this. We are back live. The situation has been corrected. The universe has been restored. And Batista is now facing The Undertaker once again. Or I guess technically in a rematch. Batista immediately comes over from Raw and gets an immediate #1 contendership shot against The Undertaker to fight for Big Show's title at Survivor Series. And there's a part of me, Jesus Christ, that thinks that Batista's gonna win. And there's a part of me that thinks the Taker could win too. And a spear! He hits the spear! And he fucking disappeared. What? And that's a Batista. That's a bomb. That's a Batista bomb. I'm sorry, that was the Taker finisher thing? And 1, that's 2. He kicked out at 2. The Undertaker kicked out of the Batista bomb at 2. This is the Undertaker that we've been missing out on. Kicking ass, taking names, kicking out before 2 at a singular finish. And it's a massive clothesline, and now Batista's just following him to the outside of the ring because why not? There's no problem here. Batista's tripping him up, putting him in an ankle lock, but this doesn't do anything if he's outside the ring, but he let go of it, so I guess he at least knows that. That's good. A shoulder tackle. Batista should probably take this inside the ring. You are going to be seen as a... Okay, I was about to say, you're going to be seen as a fake champion if you win by countout in your #1 contenders match. At that point, you didn't even have to try to get it. You just got it. I mean, to be fair, Batista joined and then immediately got a shot anyway, so I assume that's going to be a criticism throughout his reign, no matter what fucking happens. Snapmare, and that's a big boot straight to the face of the Undertaker. And surprisingly enough, Batista's been very successful in his Batista bombs tonight. And Batista thinks it's so it, he's even going to do the little taunt beforehand. 1, 2, that is the end of Friday Night SmackDown. Or not! This match is Falls count anywhere. Let's get it. Rematch of the rematch. And now the only difference in rule set this time is that Batista faces The Undertaker in a Falls count anywhere match. Meaning that he can go outside, which is weird because they did go outside. Did you want more finality? Did the SmackDown general manager put Batista in this match anticipating that he would not win? If that's the case, that's just bad officiating. Don't assume that someone just won't win. Okay, Batista's showing off his power with a running power slam. Wow, it's almost as if it's called a power slam, so he's showcasing his power by doing it in the fucking first place. That's crazy. I would have never guessed that. And Batista is just absolutely defiling The Undertaker here. Just giving him all the offense he could ever want. Oh my god, he's keeping up with Taker in the strike game. Oh, wait. But Batista has played these games with Taker before. He knows exactly what he needs to do to get The Undertaker off his ass. And a part of that is not get the spear reversed. Wait, take two on that situation, and he hits the spear successfully. Wait a minute. That's a Batista bomb. Is it successful? No, Taker flips it over. Third time is the charm. If your name is The Undertaker, fourth time, no, same result. These two haven't gone outside the ring once, but Taker looks to change that. Never mind, he actually looks to keep it the same. Oh my god, just absolutely obliterating the dead man with attack after attack. And now he finally hits the Batista bomb for realsies. Is that it? Is Taker down and out for real? Yes, he is. Batista beats Taker and is officially, for the second time, the #1 contender. Why a ladder match between these two? What is the point? Oh, and I guess a preview for Survivor Series. Anyways, up first, it's The Rock versus Ezekiel Jackson. And to open Monday Night Raw in Baltimore, we've got ourselves the great one, The Rock. And The Rock has made his way down to the ring before. Wow. But never in the opener of Raw, at least to my knowledge. You know what? I'll check. Has he opened Raw before? No, he's actually never been on Raw. This is his first match on Raw. And then we have his opponent, Ezekiel Jackson. And Ezekiel Jackson has been on a bit of a roll recently with attacking people for no good fucking reason. And it seems that that's not changing as he clotheslines The Rock. Jackson now taunting over the body of The Rock. And now, wait a minute, that's the side slam. Oh no, is he gonna go for a pin? He's going for a pin. And Ezekiel Jackson beats The Rock. Wow, I honestly didn't expect that attack to work. The Rock must have been off guard. He didn't expect to get attacked in his first match on Raw. Good job, Jackson. You really shook it up. And now the Nexus are confronting Ezekiel Jackson. You know? What a good way to start the episode. The Rock loses to Ezekiel Jackson due to attack. That was a David and Goliath victory, but he did attack him, so whatever. And they're enemies now. Ezekiel Jackson moved below Kofi, and The Rock is back in 7th place. Anyways, it's Kane versus Luke Gallows in a ladder match. And Kane! He's here. Kane, my United States champion, is here. And Raw has never looked better. Luke Gallows called him out on Superstars last week, and now he's attacking the champion. He's really trying to beat this man. He's trying to get a match with him for the U.S. title. He is determined to become the United States champion. Oh, but Kane's already back up, and he didn't expect that. And now it's a real fight. Kane is now attacking Luke Gallows as if nothing ever happened. Kane out right on the concrete. Okay, body slam straight on the concrete floor. That's gotta hurt every bone in Luke Gallows' body that came in contact with the floor. So this double axe handling the floor, but it's a little worse, a little better, because it's just your arms. Kane is actually very successful, and okay, I might... Don't giant your chickens before they hatch! Kane gets absolutely folded by Luke Gallows there. He just can't get anything on. Oh my god! Luke Gallows is getting him with everything that he has. He's locking in right now, but wait. Clothesline, there we go. Kane finally getting in some offense. Luke Gallows had a bit of a resurgence there. Oh, and it's not looking much better for Kane now, especially with that running power slam. Wait a minute. Oh my god. Is he gonna turn him all the way around? Oh my god, right into the steel steps! And now slamming his head into the post. Kane is taking serious action to limit the ability of Luke Gallows in this match. He's trying to make sure that the man won't get up from this. Wait a minute. Kane took the ladder out of his hands and now ramming him in the face with it. And now he sets the ladder up in a massive sidewalk slam. And it's CM Punk. He's actually helping, but it's a choke slam to Luke Gallows. But now he realizes that he's here and now he's got to fight him. And the butt bomb by Kane. Kane absolutely destroying CM Punk right now. Why did Punk think he was going to be able to help out Luke Gallows? Wait, into the ladder? No. Throwing him much more aside. Oh god, and he's busted wide the fuck open. I think CM Punk is out of here. And now another massive sidewalk slam as Kane exits this arena, failing to protect his grand man. Boom, folded out. Kane hit the ladder on the way down. Oh, but wait a minute. He's not going to have this problem for much longer. That's a choke slam. Kane making sure to set this ladder up exactly and correctly so that he could just... Okay, I'm really bad at this whole ladder thing. And the game is just running slower now. Yeah, you know, that makes sense. So that's what strict rendering mode does. I suppose I'll turn that off then. And the timeline is exactly the same, thankfully enough. Kane is still getting attacked by Luke Gallows. And Kane is just beating down Luke Gallows yet again. The real question is CM Punk going to come to the defense of Gallows? Okay, on the... No. Picking him up by the throat, potentially getting to sidewalk slam him down, but he's shockingly enough not really getting anywhere. I would expect the man to be on the steps. He might be okay, not quite on the steps. He leaned it on nothing because he realized that there were already a set of things in the ring. And now he's climbing with one hold. He could get it. 2 pulls. Luke Gallows is back in the ring. 3 pulls. No. 4 pulls. Not again. 5, nothing. 6, and now when Luke Gallows finally gets up there, he grabs the briefcase and Luke Gallows is trying to grab air, but Kane wins. Where was CM Punk this time? Kane is now above The Miz, as he should be, and that's it, because Luke Gallows didn't move down for some reason. Anyways, it's Ricky Steamboat versus Dolph Ziggler. And we welcome you back to Monday Night Raw after such a short time, and Ricky the Dragon Steamboat is back. It really seems like Steamboat is getting the underhand of the card here, as he's facing Dolph Ziggler. Now, I don't know about you, but Ricky the Dragon Steamboat and Dolph Ziggler sounds like it'd be a really good match. So I'm wondering who will win. That's my question. And then, of course, you have his opponent, the man that had fought for the U.S. title back in April and hasn't touched it since. That's right, it's Dolph Ziggler. You think with the influx of talent that left for SmackDown, that this man would be going after the U.S. title. It's about damn time, but he's not quite there yet. This match might help, but it could also hinder. Steamboat is not someone you could just push over. Remember that match with Cody Rhodes? And, you know, I said Cody Rhodes, not you, Miz. But yeah, I'm glad you're watching the match. I think the Miz is likely still angry at Dolph Ziggler for some of the things that he did back when he was the United States champion. Remember how I said that Steamboat's not a pushover? I might have lied, because Steamboat is kind of getting rolled right now. But it's fine. These two are going bar for bar, chain for chain. Drop kick. That was random as hell. Why the hell did that work? And now Dolph Ziggler. Wait a minute. That's a massive elbow drop. Fucking looking like Shawn Michaels. The crowd just keeps getting its fucking shit reset for no reason. I was about to hit A to do the thing. And wait a minute, that's a massive drop kick. Dolph almost went to the outside, but he repositioned at the last possible second to get back inside the ring with that drop kick. How the hell do you reverse that punch? Why is the crowd getting reset so much? The audio file is not that short, little bro. And wait a minute, Steamboat, for some reason, going for a Boston Crab. And he lets go. Unfortunate. I really thought he was going to win the match with that. Oh, Ziggler working Ziggler. Wait a minute. Rikishi?
Who the fuck is
Rikishi? These two are actually going a little bit more back and forth now. Oh, shit. Oh, it's fine. It's not fine. It is not fine. Oh, no, wait. No, it's fine. And wait, snapmare by Dolph? No, Ricky Steamboat turns it around into a... I don't know what to call that, but the closest thing I have in my list of vocabulary is I had to take down. Wait a minute, Dolph Ziggler has him up. Knees! And wait just a damn minute. That's the snapmare. Steamboat tried to tap him out. So now Dolph Ziggler has him in the sleeper hold. Is it enough for Steamboat to tap? The fans are chanting for it, but no. He does. He taps. Dolph Ziggler beats Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. They're also enemies now for some reason. The Miz is now above Sheamus. Anyways, it's Shawn Michaels versus Triple H in a submission match. And you thought we weren't gonna see Michaels and Trips get their hands on each other until Survivor Series. No, tonight the Raw general manager has booked a preview between these two as Triple H faces Shawn Michaels one more time. And then one more time after that. And then they're totally done, I swear. They will never feud again. But of course, his former tag team partner, oh my god, this man is getting booed out of the goddamn building. But Triple H standing there waiting for him. Wait a minute, Shawn Michaels, as crafty as ever, hits him with a clothesline. Wait a minute now, Shawn Michaels going to the corner. The ref's in the same corner. He's tuning up the band. This has gotta be it. No, wait, Michaels, Trips ducks. Wait a minute though, that's a sweet chin music. Wait a minute now. Shawn Michaels putting him in Ric Flair's move. The figure four leg lock locked in tight on Triple H. But Triple H flips all the way around, reversing the pressure onto Michaels. And he lets go. And now, despite the rush, these two get to have a legitimate fight now. A fight for the ages. And now Trips isn't moving. Okay. This fight might be a little bit... I'll hold my breath. Don't count out the game. Unless it's booking. Then maybe you should count it out. He can book one good story. Every booker gets their one. Even Vince Russo had a good storyline. Oh, God. Shawn Michaels elbowing Triple H right now. Yep. Looks like it. That's an elbow drop. Yoshitatsu, what the fuck? Wait, that match against Michaels. He attacked Yoshitatsu, trying to hit him with Trips with the sweet chin music, but he ducks again. The fans are giving him away. Shawn now very quickly putting down the game so that he can go and focus on Yoshi. Nope, flips him over. And now flipping him out of the ring. And wait a minute, oh my god, just springboarding outside the ring. And now Triple H going after the stairs. 2-for-1 special on chops! And now, oh, Yoshitatsu is fighting back with every possible fiber. Now, Yoshitatsu and Triple H are just teaming up on the big man. Oh, good. Wait, Yoshitatsu is just standing there. Eddie gets one. Oh, wait, knee. Triple H hits the knee. Yoshitatsu is out. He's done. Wait, is Shawn going for what we think he's going for? Oh, they got it. Wait, elbow, clothesline. Wait a minute. Going for it again. And that's a massive elbow drop to the outside. Michaels waiting for Triple H to get inside the ring. He knows he just can't resist. God damn it. Shawn just sends him to the outside and he's telling him to suck it. And that's how you get a Triple H back in the ring. But wait, going for crossface. Locking in the crossface, but Trips isn't going down. But wait, he's going after the body. Look at his chest, it's beat red. Shawn Michaels just found his target. It's still the face. I get that you haven't kicked this man in the face before, but come on, man. It's not going to work as easily as you think it will. Going for it one last time. One more attempt. Not an attempt given the light of day. And now Triple H, Shawn has had enough. He's just trying to beat the shit out of the man. And now going to tune the band up. This has gotta be it. Surely Trips will tap out after this sweet chin music. Even turning him away from the ropes. He went for an arm submission. Triple H isn't getting out of any of this. And now yet another elbow drop by Michaels. Wait a minute. Double it and give it to the next person. That's another one. And now I don't know what Shawn... Oh, wait, that's blood. Wait a minute. Shawn's putting him back in the figure four. This is the only thing that seemingly worked even a little bit. Shawn has got to rely... Are you kidding me? He just immediately... Shawn is struggling. Shawn is absolutely struggling to get this man down, and I think Shawn knows what he wants. Shawn got the steel steps in the ring, and now just, oh my god! And Triple H is won by DQ, but at what cost? He's bleeding, and he got hit with the steel steps. He had no body submissions. Why does Shawn have no body submission? Shawn and Trips are enemies. They weren't before for some fucking reason. This game makes no sense. Anyways, let's move on to Superstars. And another submission match. Okay, that's just actually unfair. What the fuck? And we welcome you to Thursday Thursday Night Superstars, and Ricky the Dragon Steamboat is finally back. He lost on Monday night to everybody's favorite man, Dolph Ziggler. And now tonight, because he got tapped out in that match after going for a Boston Crab, Steamboat is in a submission match against Mike Knox to train his technical abilities. Interesting. But then you have his opponent, a man that doesn't get a lot done really anymore. It's Mike Knox. Ever since Druid left, this man has just kind of been doing nothing. And now he's wearing blue. Better than nothing, I guess. And now a kick goal. Oh, how did he grab that? How did Steamboat get grabbed by Mike Knox there? It doesn't make a lot of sense to me. Steamboat already seemingly targeting the legs of Mike Knox a little here, which is fine. Oh, no, wait, he's just targeting everything. Steamboat is making sure to go after everything equally so that when he eventually goes for a submission, he could go after basically anything free of charge. I don't know what that overhead double chop is supposed to do for you, Steamboat, but like, yeah. Now Steamboat, wait a damn minute. Okay. That punch just doesn't connect. I don't give a shit if it's on Santino has a different punch. But oh, a diving crossbody by Mike Knox, but it's not as powerful as Steamboat's. Steamboat has the most powerful diving crossbody out of anyone in the company. That is something we know very well by this point. Wait a minute, Steamboat. Oh my God, what the hell? He just picks him up? Throws him down. Trying to go for something, but a poke to the eye will get you down there. And a diving, whoa! Never mind, you're gonna have to try a little bit harder than that, Mr. Steamboat. And the crossbot, damn! Okay, that one wasn't even aimed at him. Steamboat turning him around, and Mike, Jesus Christ. It's like he knows exactly what to do every time. Oh, you did it now. You done did it now. Wait a minute, diving crossbody off of the top rope. And now Ricky Steamboat's got him in that Boston Crab. It's locked in tight. Will Mike Knox tap out? And yes, he taps. Mike Knox loses to Ricky Steamboat after toying with him for far too long. And now Steamboat offering a shake, but the shake goes unheard. Mike Knox fails to be a good person and doesn't shake the hand of Steamboat. Jack Swagger is now at the top of the world title scene for an ungodly reason. Jackson is now fucking miles above everybody else for no reason. Anyways, it's fucking squash o'clock time, and we welcome you back to Thursday Night Superstars, and Tyson Kidd is alone tonight. For some ungodly reason, Tyson Kidd, despite having the backing of the British Bulldog, doesn't have him with him in this match tonight. Instead, he is going it alone against Vladimir Kozlov and The Undertaker. Now, I don't know if Tyson is stupid or if he's brave enough to challenge the two of these two on his own, but either way, things do not look good for Tyson Kidd, and I really hope he gets out of this one without getting injured. And then, of course, you have his opponent, Vladimir Kozlov. He is a man that I would not expect to be teaming with Taker, especially considering that he has a win over Taker. It's back in the WCW days, so it doesn't mean as much as it does here, but hey, it still happened. That's all that matters. And then you have his opponent, the deadest man, the man that with the power of druids is here. And that man right here is The Undertaker. Why on God's green earth he decided to put Vladimir Kozlov under his wing, I don't know. But I honestly feel like a part of this is Taker trying to get back. First it was Vance Archer, then it was David Otunga, now it's Vladimir Kozlov. Either there's a new ministry, or this man is giving back to those he sees as being worthy of his mentorship. And look, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. Out of all the people that maybe deserve to have the Undertaker's mentorship, I think Vladimir Kozlov was the one that needed it the least. Sure, he was in the team with Santino before this, but that did not automatically mean that he was a loser. That just meant he had bad company and that it was costing him matches. He just needed to leave Santino behind, and he would have been fine. And he is fine outside of the fact that he's not getting booked at all. Vladimir Kozlov is absolutely destroying Tyson Kidd. I mean, I have never seen someone get so dominated before in my entire watch of wrestling. And oh my God, what a headbutt and what a belly-to-belly suplex. Jesus Christ. And there he is. It's British Bulldog. Catching the leg, going for a choke slam. Try to show off to Taker that he can do his moves too, maybe. Again, trying to go for that, but no. Tyson gets nothing. Sorry, Vlad gets nothing. And now try to go after British in this handicap match. Wait. Taker's on the outside now. Taker is just getting pounded surrounded by Tyson Kidd. And honestly, this is the plan. Oh my god, you're a Nagi. Okay, how is it never on the steps? Vladimir realizes that there's not really a point to going after. He's still here! Go away! British! Fine. Never mind. I missed the kick. Fuck. So as far as I understand it, every time someone interferes, we're on a soft timer. That basically means you gotta end this match quick as a piece of dick or kill them. Whichever one happens faster. And if you can't do either, the game will crash because it's trying to render something it doesn't think it has to anymore. Which is really bad for wrestling games because these interferences happen in every one of these games. So if it keeps crashing the fuck out, then we're gonna have a problem. But luckily, Vladimir Kozlov is destroying Tyson Kidd. Honestly, I think it's even faster than last time. Tyson just can't get in any offense, and there he is, like clockwork. Like fucking clockwork, I swear. This guy shows up. God damn. Vlad is just going for the pin, but wait, it's the Bulldog. He's trying to stop the pin from going through, but I don't think he cares. Vlad knows this match is over. He's willing to do anything to make it to where Tyson loses this match. British, you're too goddamn late. You could have saved him any earlier, but you didn't. It's your fault. Come on, just stop trying. Surprised Taker isn't trying to take him out. Ignoring the pun and all. The ref telling British to get out now, and he's just walking away solemnly. That's one, that's two, that's three. I wouldn't be surprised if Tyson was a little mad at British Bulldog for that one. Wouldn't be surprised if Tyson just left after that. If his only friend is Natalia, he's leaving. I'm sorry. That didn't really do anything. That affect the heart? No. But did that affect Tyson's relationship? Not enough. He's friends with David now, too. Well, then I guess after Superstars, you two can just go back to teaming if you're gonna keep being friends. Anyways, it's CM Punk versus Lex Luger. And in the main event of Superstars, the Straight Edge Society's leader and one half of the Unified Tag Team Champions, CM Punk, is fighting Lex Luger. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you, I have no fucking idea why CM Punk is fighting Lex Luger tonight. He fought John Cena at one point and won after an attack, so I'm wondering if he's gonna do the same thing here, but that time he was wearing a mask and this time he isn't, so could be anything, really. And then you have his opponents, the man, the myth, the legend, Lex Luger, and wait a minute, he's running out of the ring and he's just beating the shit out of CM Punk. Okay, we're getting real sick of his shit, huh? Lex Luger probably thinks that the Straight Edge Society doesn't deserve to have matches with the likes of him, and that is, wait a minute, dropped under. He drops under again. And now a massive power slam straight to Luke Gallows. What a way to start this match off for CM Punk. Double slaps and a kick to the midsection will do it. Trying to go for a pedigree, but only getting a flip over. Well, Luke Gallows, sorry, no. That feud isn't happening just yet. CM Punk and Luke Gallows aren't a dead team just yet. I mean, they're two-time tag champs as the Straight Edge Society. I would be shocked if they were to drop the tag titles for any reason. Well, okay, I wouldn't be shocked if they dropped the tag titles, but I don't know who could take the tag titles off of them right now. Like they said, once the Puerto Rican Pridefuls were gone, there wasn't really anybody left to take up the reign of tag champ. They were the only ones that could really pull it off together. And then they just abandoned each other for the sake of what? Genuinely. Why? Because Ted was like a fabrication expert about his love for Puerto... You know, now that I phrase it like that, it kind of makes sense. If your whole thing is based around love for your country and then someone goes, actually, I don't like your country, I just like to profit off of your country's nationalism, then yeah, I would do the same thing. Self-searching journey? Wait a minute, CM Punk's going for a pin? That's one? That's two? Is that three? Oh my god, that's three! CM Punk wins this match. I was not expecting that. Alright, what did that do, though? It made Lex Luger and CM Punk have an even worse relationship. It did nothing. It did genuinely nothing. Let's move on. Well, speak of the bloody devil. Welcome to Friday Night SmackDown. We are in East Rutherford, New Jersey. I don't like being in Jersey, but whatever. That's a completely different statement. Ted DiBiase is back. The last time we saw Ted DiBiase was on the SmackDown before bragging rights, and he lost to The Rock. That loss to The Rock, a man that was coming up from Superstars, has been eating at him. And so are these crashes. They're eating away at my goddamn soul. And then up next, we have his opponent. Ted's first opponent in this company. It was JTG. All those weeks ago, his first opponent ever was on the first episode of Superstars. He was teaming with Alicia Fox. Are you a fucking Muppet? Are you a bloody Muppet right now? You can tell I get pissed when I start using British slang, bro. He was in a mixed tag match. Ted had Alicia Fox, JTG had Eve. And at that time, Alicia Fox was the women's champion. Now, how far we come. Ted DiBiase is a former tag and IC champ. Alicia Fox lost her title months ago to Beth Phoenix. Eve hasn't done much, I'm not gonna lie, and JTG hasn't either. You could tell who the winners were, and the winners were Ted and Alicia Fox. Maybe tonight he could start a comeback of some sort. And then you have his opponent, or their opponents, Chris Masters. This man has been a little bit on fire since the master plan started up, but not in the tag sense, in the single sense. It's like Chris Masters made a tag team and then immediately decided the best way to boost that tag team was to be a single star instead of Austin, which is weird. And now Ted DiBiase, oh my god, Chris Masters gets absolutely... Oh, and he's not letting... Yep. Hold on. This is the Ted I remember. This is the Ted DiBiase that I remember. Not letting anyone get ahead of him in the match. Playing a triple threat match by his own rules. His rules being, get out of my way. Get out of my way. Or get dicked. JTG now fumbling the bag as Ted DiBiase lifts and kills Chris Masters. Trying to go for a DDT, but JTG, both three-letter initials. JTG can never get hit by a DDT. Oh. How did JTG miss that? It was so easy. And now Ted DiBiase is letting Chris Masters team up with him. For he knows that at any time... Ooh. Ted DiBiase is just making sure that... Oh, wait, now they're teaming up on him. Face plant into the goddamn ground. Okay, clothesline. These two are not having a good time against Ted DiBiase. Again, we haven't seen Ted like this in a minute. He has definitely gotten his mojo back. What was costing him all that time? And now just, ooh, what a clothesline. Now realizing who's gotten less punishment in this match, it is definitely JTG, and he is now looking to correct that mistake. And it seems that he hasn't corrected it quite yet, but he's definitely getting there. Clotheslines. Oh, wait a minute though. Ted with the newly bloody Chris Masters, that's one punch. Two punch, and why not? It's a third punch. Jesus Christ. Wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute. Ted did it. The dream straight. I put JTG on the ropes, going for the pin on Chris Masters. Is that it? 1, 2. And that, honestly, will show him to be a lot better if he pins Chris Masters, because he's beaten JTG plenty of times, but not Chris Masters. That's new. I like it. Ted DiBiase is now above Matt Hardy. Deserved. And he's not anywhere higher in the world title scene. In fact, he's not in the world title scene. Anyways, it is the British Bulldog versus Vladimir Kozlov. And on this episode of Friday Night SmackDown, after Ted DiBiase's victory, the British Bulldog is back. And this time he's looking to get revenge for Tyson. I actually asked him this morning when he got to work today in an interview, and he said that the reason that British and David weren't out with Tyson for that match was, quote, they were busy. That's the only thing they gave me. I don't know what they were busy doing, but they were busy with something, so they didn't come out. Not even Natalia to be in his corner. Nope, nobody. Seems reasonable to me. And then there's Vladimir Kozlov. Now we see another man that has been taken under Taker's wing and might be thriving because of it. Not that he needed it. He was already being set up as the next big thing. And me personally, I think he's good, but not good enough. And now, wait a minute. CM Punk? Oh yeah, because the Hart Foundation. CM Punk really does just have a hate boner for everyone in the Hart Foundation, huh? I wonder if he's gonna attack Bret Hart the next time we see him, considering that Bret is supposed to be one of CM Punk's favorite boys, yet he keeps attacking every other member of his fucking family like he's got a personal vendetta against them or something. And oh my god, what the fuck? That's twice now we've seen incredible feats of agility from absolute brick shithouses. First Kane, now Kozlov? British Bulldog has been fighting off Vlad pretty well so far in this match, but now it's time for a... Ooh, god damn. Wait, it's David Hart Smith! Chokeslam, massive. Nothing. Wait, he's going after his kid! He's going after David! But the DDT says, no, he's not going down like that. I'm throwing him into the ring, getting him in trouble with the referee. Referee telling him to get out of the ring, but David is just not moving. Letting him just attack British Bulldog on the outside. Apparently, this is just... Is David okay? He hasn't moved a muscle since he got in that ring. Oh, he still hasn't moved a muscle. And now, David being told to leave the ring, and now he's leaving the... Oh, is he leaving the ring? Oh my god, he's getting fucking folded on his way out if he is. Oh, wait, he grabbed both arms, and that's another massive fucking suplex. Jesus Christ, that sends all the way across the ring. And wait a minute, David gets hit with the massive choke slam? And now, more than happy to continue his assault on the British Bulldog. And now David is left, but he is vowing for revenge. Yeah, fucking right. British Bulldog punches him. Oh my god, a headbutt. British was about to get one back in, but now he's just getting absolutely fucking what? He's still up? British Bulldog is a fucking menace. The endurance of a god. British Bulldog refuses to go down. Oh, wait. Okay, he's just being a dick about it now. Double bench pressing British Bulldog, proving his absolute strength to him. Okay, jeez. Stunned, dazed, confused. Stunned, dazed. Okay. Can you be a little bit better of a sport about this, please, British? Thank you, British Bulldog. You're so cool. Belly to belly, belly to belly, suplex, laddie. Oh, that's gotta be it. It was a rope break. His fucking head was in the ropes. Okay. Man, Vladimir Kozlov is really throwing this match. Did he get cursed by Danhausen or something? And now Vladimir Kozlov from one side of the ring to the other. At least this time he's not directly in the ropes, but goddamn. Vlad baited him into the middle of the ring so that he could hit him with the slam. And that is it. Goddamn, British Bulldog took a fucking beating. That's it! This match is over! Vladimir Kozlov wins. We committed murder. And by we, I mean me, because you're not playing the game. British Bulldog and Vlad are enemies because fucking it just makes sense. And that's it. Okay, well, anyways, it's Natalya versus Maurice. And of course, it seems that we got every member of the Hart Foundation in this episode. Natalya's here. That's actually all I have to say. She wasn't really able to help in the Tyson Kidd situation, so, yeah. Anyways, it's Maurice. I like Maurice. No, I don't. What the fuck am I saying? Okay, I've done this before. I say I like Maurice, and then it's like, why? Every quality about her is something negative. She's just kind of a bitch. That's it. And the women's champion is in the crowd for no fucking reason at all. Just cuz. Probably looking to have Maurice get her ass beat by Natalya, as anyone would when they're fighting Natalya. Okay, kick to the fucking ankle. Way more effective than I thought it would be, and now Maurice... Shut the fuck? I didn't know Natalya had that goat in her. And now Natalya, wait, clipping her before she gets inside the ring. Now Maurice is just taunting, but Natalya doesn't take taunters. Or prisoners, but mostly just no taunters. And now Natalya taking every limb Maurice has and just stretching it beyond its limits and comprehensions. Okay, Natalya is not gonna hit the sharpshooter just yet, unless she hits the sharpshooter anyways, but is that in the ropes? That's in the ropes. God damn it, Natalya. God damn it, me, actually. Fucking Natalya did nothing wrong. How does the submission expert not know how to fucking get someone out of the ropes? I guess sometimes people just don't check, or they have bad depth perception. Either one works. And now Maurice just... Rope break? Does that count as a submission or something? What the fuck? You know what? Never mind, I'll just get kicked in the midsection. And now Natalya, wait a minute, surely that's not in the ropes. Yeah, it's close, but it's not in the ropes. Ref says it's fine, and Maurice taps out. Only so many times you can get put in the sharpshooter before eventually your lower back starts to cave in on itself and you get scoliosis. All right, did that move Maurice down at all? Because I feel like her dreams of vying for the women's title are just not coming to fruition. Yeah, no, that just moved Natalya up, actually. And we're on to the main event. Batista, Big Show, Taker. Triple threat match. Let's get it. And up first, and I guess last, but up first in terms of the people in this match, we have the World Heavyweight Champion, the Big Show. And this man has new competition from the Superstars Shakeup in the form of Batista, and tonight we get an early look into what that could look like at Survivor Series, as Batista looks to take on Big Show and Undertaker. Not in a tag team, but a triple threat match. These three are gonna have to be ultra focused to get the win here. Big Show and Taker have been fighting for years, but Batista hasn't fought either of them. Well, no, he fought Taker. Fuck me, dude. Fuck off. I was gonna be done in like 2 fucking seconds. And then you have his opponent, Batista! And goddamn, Batista is here. I mean, that's all I can really say about Batista. He's a very, very powerful specimen, but he's going up against 2 very powerful specimens, both standing 7 feet. He's technically outclassed in this match by a long shot, but he did beat Taker, so maybe he can win this triple threat match too. But if he wins, I think he's winning that Survivor Series. And then, of course, you have The Undertaker, who's apparently all about giving back to those that he And wait a minute, this match is just a false count anywhere match. I'm down with that. If you're not down with that, I got 2 words for you. Sorry, no, I got 4. Shut the fuck up. And now Batista is, oh my God, he's mauling Taker. But Big Show is getting in there to make sure that he doesn't maul him before he can maul him. Big Show wants it Taker. Taker wants it Big Show. Does Taker want it Batista? Maybe he should after he stopped him for no goddamn reason. And oh my God, what is Batista doing to Taker? He is so off his game in this triple threat match. They're both are. They both are. Batista is just getting away with destroying everybody in this match. Oh my God, he's even putting Taker in an ankle lock. These two are so distracted by each other that they aren't willing to go after the biggest threat. It's Batista. You know, that is a spear though. What the hell? And that's a Batista bomb? Oh my God. Taker's up, but doesn't matter. And Batista. Taker tries to steal Batista's pin. Are you kidding me? Oh, wait, there goes Batista. Now Big Show and Taker get a little bit of time to they're both going out. Oh my God. No, wait, they're going after, Taker's back after, oh my God. Am I a ghost? Am I oh wait, nope, there we go. Double choke slam onto the Batista. Oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God. Oh my God, into the fucking steps. Oh, that won't go out. Jericho! Really? Wait, he's on my side! Holy shit, this is awesome. Batista can now entirely focus on Taker while Jericho takes out the other two. Wait a minute. That's a fucking code breaker. And now Taker and Batista are going back and forth. This could really use a time for he's back up already. And a spear to the Big Show. Okay, Jericho, wait. Jericho, it's a code breaker to the Undertaker, and now Batista is hitting the Batista bomb on Big Show, and that's a pin on Big Show. 1, 2, Batista just beat the Big Show. It wasn't clean at all, but he did it. I don't see how that was fair. That wasn't fair at all. Jericho ruined that entire match, but they were so distracted on each other, dude. I think that's the most real rivalry I've seen in the Ultimate Universe one. In a triple threat match, they are so distracted by each other, they literally would just let me hit them because they were trying to focus on the other. Okay, and we're... What the fuck? And we welcome you live to Monday Night Raw in Washington, D.C. And The Rock. Insta-crash? That's how we're gonna be today, huh? Damn. I have never had a game crash that fucking fast on me before, but The Rock is back on Monday Night Raw, and tonight he faces Kofi. Definitely a little bit of a downgrade considering he lost to Ezekiel Jackson by attack last week, but John Cena is in Kofi's corner tonight. For what reason? I'm just not gonna do it then.
The next day.
We welcome you back live from Washington, D.C. We're in the capital of the United States. And The Rock is back. And man, I don't think I've ever seen The Rock. Yeah, I was gonna say more after that, but I think the line of just, I don't think I've ever seen The Rock is funnier than anything I would have said before that. And then you have his opponent, Kofi Kingston, and he has John Cena in his corner. Now, the real question is, will this affect his match with The Rock? I'm not sure. Just like I'm not sure about our cameraman being good, considering he's never on screen. Kofi Kingston betrayed Evan Bourne sometime before bragging rights, and now The Rock looks to not directly punish him, but indirectly that is what is happening because of his attack on Evan Bourne. But Kofi's not going down without a fight. He's gonna make sure The Rock feels every inch of pain that he could possibly get in this match, as opposed to every meter of pain. That didn't hit for no reason. Because remember, kids, hit detection in these games has always been bad. It was never just in 2K20. And The Rock is just taking down Kofi Kingston. I'm saying nothing. Now, wait a minute. Rock going for a sharpshooter, but no, and now getting punched in the face. Finally, a position where Kofi is not just going to immediately fucking get into the ropes. And then he still doesn't go down because Kofi is a kaha. And a massive chop to Kofi Kingston. And these two seem, honestly, really evenly matched. They are going back and forth and back and forth. But Kofi made that mistake, but it's not affected. Kofi is on the top of his game tonight. Is The Rock gonna lose again? No, oh my God, he's just not letting him get up. Now, wait a minute, that's a massive spine buster. And now The Rock going for the world's most electrifying move that shouldn't be a finisher, the People's Elbow. Seriously, how does this work? John Cena is fuming, and now he's trying to get on the... Yep, there he is, like clockwork. Cena's on the ropes trying to save Kofi Kingston. But these two haven't even talked to each other. I didn't know they were friends. I don't know why Cena's doing this. What's the point of having Cena and Kofi exist? Genuine question. And now they get ejected, the referee telling them to fuck right off, and that always adds on like an extra minute to the video. I guess it makes my job easier. I get to skip it, I guess. But, like, no. Alright, well, I'm glad it didn't crash this fucking time. The Rock and Kofi are enemies, and The Rock is now above Kofi. Anyways, it's, I'm gonna skip this match anyways. The boycott's still ongoing, really. Look, what I tried to do didn't really solve it because Melina is the least used woman in the game. She hasn't had a single match, and it's been like 8 months. Michelle and Nikki Bella's relationship got worse. Fork found in kitchen, but at least Melina will fight Michelle McCool for the Divas title if she wins. Anyways, it's Orton versus Miz in a tables match. And the Viper is not in the main event. Tonight, he goes on third, but he fights The Miz. The Miz is a prolific United States champion title scene mainstay. He was the first WWE United States champion, and he lost to Drew McIntyre at Backlash. I don't think he was that good of a champion, but tonight he gets to prove why he should move up if he can beat Randy Orton. Can The Miz beat Randy Orton? That is a question. A question that's answer is most likely no, but you can still ask the question. Me personally, in a tables match, I think anything can happen. No disqualification makes things a lot more tilted in those that are willing to use weapons. But the thing is that both are. So what the fuck? And Randy, ooh, clothesline. Now Randy Orton is the Apex Predator. Self-proclaimed name, by the way. Something I've noticed, though, is that not only was he not on the top of the mountain the whole time, which doesn't make him an Apex Predator if he's not the champ, he also hasn't won a title yet. You figured someone that is the self-proclaimed Apex Predator would have won a title by this point in their WWE career, but I guess not. But Randy Orton is using the environment into his hands, slamming The Miz on the table. Orton can't seem to get off whatever he's thinking about on The Miz. A drop kick. That's how you do it, Orton. Yeah. I didn't mean to. What the fuck ever. Just get in the fucking. Just get in the fuck. Fuck you. Now Miz stomps to the arm, stomp to the leg. Give me a stomp to the other leg, a stomp to the other arm, and a stomp directly to the head. And that's an RKO. Can you do the punt kick? And another attempt at the RKO, but throwing him off of him. Orton now setting that table back up, this time on its side. Maybe trying to block The Miz in from leaving that way so that he'll always be somewhat close to a table. Oh, okay, damn. How the fuck was that a power slam? What inspired Randy Orton to use Miz's zero non-existent momentum to give him a fucking power slam? Wait a minute, is that a massive suplex? Oh my god, that is okay! And that's a knee drop straight to the face of The Miz. And that's an arcane no, Now Randy again seemingly trying to create this cage. And now Orton's got a plan B, even a taking apart the announce table here. Is that close enough to the table? No, that's not even close. And another knee drop and another RKO. Okay, that's not gonna end the match. They don't get far enough off the ground to end the match off of an RKO. Wait, no, wait, Miz! How did that not end the match? How did that not end the match? Miz should have put Orton through that damn table. And as we see this cage expand, it just gets wider and wider for Orton and Miz. Miz trying to break the isolation, but now Randy Orton sets it up in an even tighter way. Oh my god, wait, is Orton gonna, what the hell? Up the steps, that's an elbow drop through the announce table, and this match is over. Orton wins via the announce table. We brought all these tables out here just for Orton to not put Miz through any of them and instead take her announce table. That sucks. And Orton now offering The Miz a handshake for some reason, but Miz isn't taking it. Orton's not a face. Why? Okay, they're enemies now. Miz is above Kane, despite losing. Orton is a face. When did he turn face? When did Orton turn face? Was it then? Okay, anyways, it's Bret Hart versus William Regal. The best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be is on Monday Night Raw, and oh my. Bret Hart has been separated from the Hart Foundation, but that doesn't mean he's done. Bret has always been a man that can hang on his own and elevate his family. Really, it's always been up to certain other people if they want to take that up to their skies. I guess it just goes to show you what you can really do in this environment. And then there's William Regal, the WCW's 2008 King of the Ring winner. And wait a minute, there's William Regal, and he's attacking Bret Hart. These two go way back. Regal, oh, right outside the ring. Now why not? Take it, the double, oh! And now Bret Hart is absolutely dominating William Regal. These two are going out for a brawl. William Regal is trying to beat the count, but Bret is trying to keep him on the outside. Uncharacteristic of Bret, in my opinion. But Bret knows how to charge right into a challenge, and looks like he's doing just that. And William Regal is now very groggy at this point, struggling to get back to his feet. Not as healthy as he was when he came into this match. Bret Hart really working on every part of his body to ensure that he is in as maximum an amount of pain as possible. In fact, Bret Hart going for a power bomb. What the? Yeah, no wonder why that didn't work. When do you ever go for a powerbomb, Bret? And now Bret again going for the powerbomb. No, William Regal rolls his way out of it this time. It seems that William Regal is gonna find every consistent way to get out of Bret's offense. But now Bret targeting the legs, maybe setting up for a sharpshooter here soon. We can only help rolling him over, trying to hit him with another thing, but it just doesn't work. You gotta stop trying, Bret. It's gonna make you look bad. Bret grabbing the arm. Wait a minute. There we go. Going for a pile driver. Boom. And now Bret. Oh, God. But wait, William Regal is gonna get put into the sharpshooter. Or is he? Or is he? Being turned to the right direction. He's so close to the ropes, but the ref is standing directly in the way, and he has to tap out. The ref threw that match for him. He couldn't get to the ropes because the ref was standing in the way.
Where is that referee? He was trying to fuck on me.
What an unbiased official. Bret and William Regal are now enemies. I can only imagine why.
Fuck on me.
And here's Superstars. Again? We're doing this again, huh? Once wasn't enough. Okay. And we welcome you to Thursday Night Superstars, and Terry Funk is here. Now, last time we saw Terry Funk, when was the last time we saw Terry Funk? That's like a genuine question. I don't remember. The last time we saw him was he lost the match to Cody Rhodes on Raw. Well, that wasn't interesting. I mean, I guess Cody did attack him, but like, it doesn't automatically mean it's interesting. And then you have his opponent. The only easy day was yesterday. Here we are. It is Justin Gabriel, and this man has greatly changed his attire. Of course, wearing everybody's favorite, the Nexus armband. The Nexus back in town. David and Justin Gabriel are now the Nexus. Wade Barrett's out. These two are gonna make them their own rights.
That shit don't even make no fucking sense.
Justin Gabriel and Terry Funk, I think, have had a few interactions.
No.
Not too many, though. No. They're definitely not beefing or friends, but they've interacted in the same matches, done things with each other in the past, but now we're all about business and sentence, but mostly business. Now Justin Gabriel going up top, maybe trying to take the wind out of him. No, hitting him with a moonsault. I'm surprised he doesn't have the fast version of the fucking thing. And now Justin Gabriel going for power bombs. It seems we have a common theme of people going for power bombs when they want to go for other things, and then they reverse those power bombs. It's a very weird structure. Now wait a minute, Justin Gabriel with the fucking... Ouch. That looks like it hurts. Like, out of all the moves that Justin Gabriel does, that one looks like it hurts the most. 450 splash. And just so close to the ropes. If that hand wasn't up in the air, that might have been a rope break. But either way, Justin Gabriel has beaten Terry Funk. In a clean fashion, too. Knowing the man Justin Gabriel is, I actually would have expected him to attack Funk before the match, because he's been very middling, to say the least. The Rock is now above Jackson, and Sheamus is now also above Ezekiel Jackson and Kofi Kingston. I find that to be a little weird, but whatever. Anyways, it's Michelle McCool, Melina, and Nikki Bella. Triple threat, let's get it. And here she is, freshly traded to Monday Night Raw. Melina is here after so many months. Some thought she was injured, but no, she's back. And tonight is the night where she returns. Will she accomplish much in the time that she has? Or will she be just like the Bellas and lose to Michelle McCool 8,000 times? Speaking of the Bellas, here's Nikki Bella. And I can't get them confused anymore. You know why? Bree's on SmackDown. Can't confuse the sisters if they're on different shows. Win for me, lose for SmackDown. And wait just a damn minute, that's Michelle McCool with an attack, because of course it is. When is it not? But Melina is not gonna stand for this. She's not head scissors takedown. Now she's helping Nikki take down Melina. Now giving Nikki the opportunity to help her out with this double team. But she doesn't take it, so instead Melina goes for a body slam straight onto the concrete. Yeah, Melina is just teaming up with Nikki in this match. Wait a minute, never mind. I stand corrected. Melina does not do that. You know, I really thought she would, but it. Oh, okay, no, she's. Oh my God, she's after everybody. Man, she really is after everybody. Oh my God, Michelle just folded her with one slap. But now Nikki Bella's in the ring, and Melina and Michelle McCool are just. Oh, but Michelle McCool turns that head scissors into a not head scissors. Wow. But Melina does get to attack Nikki Bella just fine. But she's not letting Michelle McCool. Oh, Michelle's down.
Yes.
What the fuck? And the fans now chanting Michelle sucks. Melina using this as an opportunity to showcase herself. These people are just as done with her bullshit as anyone else is. And now Melina, wait just a damn minute. The match is officially started, and now Melina is just destroying Nikki Bella. Oh my God, she got folded by that slap again. Oh my, stop. How many times did she go for that punch in a row? Wait a minute, roll up by Melina, and Nikki Bella is, okay, thank God she finally fucking pulls Nikki Bella off. Oh, she isn't taking well to that. And now, yeah, Melina's willing to work with Michelle McCool if it's because Nikki Bella tried to break up her pinch. That was well deserved. She was gonna win the match off of that. The fuck else are you gonna slaps across the? Wait a minute, Nikki Bella, that's in the ropes. Okay, well it's fine because Michelle McCool did not waste any time, unlike Nikki did. We instead just got another roll up. How many roll ups are we gonna get in this match? And now Nikki throwing her off, but Melina is just attacking everybody with roll-ups, unceremoniously speaking, going to the corner. That's a fucking bulldog. And now Melina, wait a minute, kick to the midsection. That's a bomb, but it's in the ropes. She flew too close to the sun and it was in the ropes. Wait a minute, Michelle McCool getting bulldogged into the ropes again. Are you fucking? Bitch, are we serious? And there we go, Melina doing it again, this time not going for the pin because it's gonna be in the ropes. She stopped her. It might have been an accident going for the pin anyways, somehow not in the ropes. 1, 2, does she kick out? No. Even with the wake-up call stomp, Melina beats both Nikki and Michelle, but she didn't pin Michelle. That's interesting. Very dominant throughout the match, but not pinning Michelle is a bit of a red flag. That didn't really do anything. And up next, it's a recap. God damn. You know, I'm starting to think that British was lying on SmackDown last week when he said that he was busy, because he's not here this week either. Tyson Kidd is once again having to face Taker and Vladimir Kozlov alone. He's in a faction with 2 other people that can help him. Where are they? Well, I mean, I know Taker has friends, and I only have enemies because this game just crashed. And then, of course, you have his opponent, one of them, Vladimir Kozlov, and I stand by everything I said. Taker does not need to give this man any help at all. He hugs people around like fucking ragdolls. He beats the shit out of them till they say uncle. He doesn't need the support. Why is Taker doing this? I don't understand. And then there's Taker. Taker himself, who is just absolutely, clinically dead, and chooses his time spent as a dead man walking to help other people, which sounds nice in theory until you realize the people he's helping are fucking clinical fucking assholes. And you start to think about, what is Taker doing here? And Taker now, it's a Taker instantly getting called in this time. I mean, I guess Vlad did do a lot of the work last time. It's about time we see Taker get a scrap of the pie. That is Tyson Kidd. And wait a minute, there's a choke slam straight to Tyson Kidd, but Nothing on the mat. And I wonder if British will try to help out the man again. Another choke slam doesn't do enough for Tyson. Going for it one more time. Still not grabbing the throat properly. And now this time, it doesn't work. Dude, I swear, Taker is a clinical choke slammer. He will go for a choke slam until he gets him exactly what he wants. Oh, okay. Wait, there we go. The nice choke slam. Big Show. Oh, the weight, there he goes. Wait a minute, Taker. Oh my God. No! Knocking the damn man over. Knocking him over like Rover. And now Big Show is just leaving. And now we're back on it. Taker is still just beating the ever-living shit out of Tyson Kidd. Not even bothering to tag in Vladimir Kozlov. Doesn't need to. Taker's trying to go for it every which way he can. Chokeslam, last rides, old school, pulling everything out of his book of tricks. But of all the people, Tyson doesn't want to take it. This is Tyson Kidd we're talking about here. He learned from last time. Vlad's a challenge. Tyson has been studying the book of Taker, and he's learned that it's very easy to know when Taker's going after shit. Oh my God, is Taker washed or is Tyson just goated? Like, come on here. What are we doing? Oh God. Oh, you awoke the man now, going for a tombstone pile driver, but shoving him off. And now going for, okay, wait a minute. The Undertaker, last ride. That was his last chance, according to Taker, of getting anything, and that is it. All that really happened is that Tyson Kidd finally became enemies with Vlad and Taker, and nothing happened in the SmackDown scene. Anyways, it's R-Truth versus Ted DiBiase. We welcome you live to Friday Night SmackDown, and Ted DiBiase is here. And man, I don't know what to say about this man. Really, I don't. He came back last week on SmackDown and had a dominant showing against Chris Masters and JTG. But whatever. Clothesline. It misses. That went the wrong way completely. And now Ted DiBiase immediately rolling out of the ring to go and deal with R-Truth on the outside instead of on the inside. It's rare that we see a match immediately go to the outside of the ring. I mean, most matches tend to stay within the confines of the ring for their entirety. It's very rare to see a match actually go to the outside. But it seems that these two are going to do that very successfully today. Never mind, they're back in the ring. Okay, and there's Ted DiBiase with a double axe handle. I swear, if it's even remotely at an angle, the game will just send them over the ropes because it doesn't want to, like, go, oh, but we got to realign them. Like, this game is so dumb. This game is so dumb. If this game was really that dumb and I were to complain about it, I feel like I would just get a bunch of, like, if I complained about this game anymore, I would get going comments if you have the question why I complain about the game. Dude, I don't get comments to begin. People that watch this series probably don't even make it to this part. There's only like 2 people I know about that actually would watch to SmackDown. Punching him directly in the face and slingshotting him directly into the ropes. The ropes are tight and stiff on purpose, so that hurts like a motherfucker. You know, something I've always wondered is, why clapping? Okay, dang. That DiBiase is waiting for R-Truth to get back up. There he goes, double axe handle. Straight to R-Truth. And wait a minute, we got a 1 punch. Are we gonna see a 2 punch? How about 3 full punches? The third one always looks really disconnected from that camera angle. DiBiase watching R-Truth get back up. Slow it way down. That's a dream street. R-Truth is done for. That's 1, that's 2, that's 3. Good night, Truth. Good night. And Ted DiBiase is climbing back up the ranks. He's above MVP now. He might actually have to face Cody. Anyways, here's Zack Ryder versus Vance Archer to decide who faces Primo at Survivor Series. And now, Zack Ryder faces Vance Archer for a #1 contender shot at the IC title. That means that in 9 days at Survivor Series, we will see Zack Ryder face Primo. And then, of course, you have his opponent, Vance Archer. Both of these two were actually on Team SmackDown. They were Taker's guys. And now, it seems that they get to decide who faces Primo. Primo, of course, lost his match to Kane, so it makes sense that the winners, the guys that won, would get to figure out who faces Primo. Oh, hey, who knows? Oh, wait a minute, though. This is a submission match now?
Go cry me a river.
What does that mean for Survivor Series? If we're having a submission match to decide this, is what? Is that gonna also be a submission match? And it feels like Vance stands a full foot. What the fuck? We went from they just go over the ropes to they just no-sell it now. Zack Ryder, wait a minute. Going for it, but not successful. And now, decisively speaking, Zack Ryder is going after Vance, and he's actually relatively successful in his attempts. And the neck breaker on the knee. Now flipping Vance over somehow. I mean, I guess he is only like a foot bigger in size, but still, it's impressive. Speaking of impressive, Zack Ryder is actually a former Intercontinental Champion. And generally speaking, that's more than Vance has. Vance and Jericho were a good tag team for a little bit there, but they never won the tag titles, and Zack has won the IC title. Granted, he was only a month before he lost it back to Primo, which kind of makes you think about it. If Zack Ryder beats Primo, does that mean that Primo's entire IC title run was built on the purpose of a fluke? And now Zack Ryder absolutely... I mean, the more Zack bullies Vance Archer, the more of a likelihood that we're gonna see Zack Ryder tap Vance out. Vance Archer may be going for his big-ass finisher, but no, face first into... Justice? Wait a minute, Zack Ryder! Waiting for him to turn around for that reverse! Yo, at this point, calling it a reverse DDT is about the closest thing I'm gonna get, really. And then the Zack Ryder gets the Zack... Jesus fucking Christ. We really went slow there, huh? But he rolls out of the ring! Now going after the arm of Vance Archer, will that be enough to tap out Vance? Is he actually gonna tap to an arm submission? No, but he was definitely getting close. If Zack had done a little bit more damage to Vance throughout the match, he went, wait a minute, pulling on the face, that might be enough to take Vance Archer out of this match completely. And it is! Tapping out Vance. Zack just had to find his own flavor of submission. Zack Ryder is now above Mark Henry and Vance Archer, and Mark Henry is now above Vance Archer. Very simple, in my opinion. Anyways, it's Maurice versus Natalya to decide who faces Beth at Survivor Series. Probably not. And it feels like every time we see this match, if it's not a number one contenders match, Natalya wins. If it's a number one contenders match, Maurice wins. Maurice definitely saves all her talent for the matches that matter, coasting by until she can get exactly what she wants, or she just attacks Natalya. I didn't consider that one. And now trying to go after Natalya, but it just doesn't work how she wants it to. Wait a minute, Natalya, Maurice? With a massive, the slowest DDT that I've ever fucking seen. Oh, that's a rope break because you went the wrong way. I had that set up specifically so that you wouldn't do that. And then what did you do? You fucking went the other way. Fuck you. Oh, but Natalya is breaking down Maurice as we speak. And the more we see out of Natalya and Maurice, the more I just go, they seem to have decent enough chemistry. And a kick. Maurice shoves off the kick. And... Natalya didn't expect to get that one in. She just straight up, she lets go. And now, wait a minute, kick to the back of the head. Wait a minute, DDT to Natalya. Going out of harm's way, though. Wait a minute, she's taunting, and Maurice uses this as an excuse to hit the move. And somehow, someway, Maurice managed to make that one get out of the ropes, but not anything else. Maurice wins, though. She's going to Survivor Series, in theory. The reality of the situation is likely she's not going to Survivor Series because, you know, there's still gotta be a 6-man elimination tag at Survivor Series. Maurice and Natalya's relationship gets even worse. I wonder why. And it's Taker versus Big Show. Up last, Taker will face Big Show. It has been a long, long time since Big Show and Taker have fought one-on-one in a one-on-one match. But tonight they get their fight, and wait a minute, Taker attacks the Big Show. Come on! You know, I've always wondered something. They always drop the title and it's never there. So where does it go? Oh, Taker going for a pickup, picking up Big Show, but nothing. And Big Show going for the most inconvenient stall tactic ever against Taker, ensuring that he doesn't hit his legally demanded attacker finish. Taker drilling on Big Show, applying the pounds and the pressure to the biggest man in the building. And now Big Show, okay, God. They owed a big punch to the gut, but Taker now offering a big punch of his own. Punch after punch after punch. Punch, a big punch, big punch. It is a striker's minefield out here. Taker is just destroying. And now we gotta slow the pace down a little bit because otherwise we're gonna absolutely murder each other way too fast. Now Taker just body 1-2 punch. And now going for a massive choke slam off of that body. Now we going for that tombstone pile driver, but nothing. And wait a minute though. Taker, last ride incoming for the Big Show. And now is that it? 1, 2. Yep, Big Show loses clean. 9 days before the Survivor Series. Well, not clean. He got attacked, but he did lose. And all I can say is Big Show better hope that this doesn't happen at Survivor Series. And now Taker, is Taker trying to make him lose at Survivor Series? I think there's a bit of a mentality within the Undertaker's mind that's just, if I can't have the title, you can't either, which is weird because he doesn't care. He's not supposed to care about titles. I guess he just hates the Big Show that much then. Taker is now above JT. Man. This is a little boring, but it's fine, right? Anyways, I guess up first we'll do The Miz versus Luke Gallows. And we welcome you live to Monday Night Raw in Indianapolis. Not Indianapolis, Indianapolis. Indianapolis, Indiana. I was thinking of Indianapolis, Minnesota. We're starting off tonight with Monday Night Raw's U.S. title #1 contenders match. The Miz will face Luke Gallows for a shot at the U.S. title. How is it always Luke Gallows? How did he get here? I'm so confused. Either way, Miz is getting exactly what he wanted. A shot at the United States Championship. And Luke Gallows could become the 3-belt wonder. Will he? I don't know. He doesn't have that good of a track record singles-wise, but I mean, it could happen. Who knows? Maybe Luke Gallows is a secret wonder of the fucking world. And now The Miz with a massive knee straight to Luke Gallows, everybody's favorite wrestler ever in the world. And all I gotta say about The Miz versus Luke Gallows at this point is that this actually hasn't happened before, I think. I think this is a completely unique matchup to this episode of Monday Night Raw so far, which I like because, you know, The Miz kind of deserves to get you new matchups. A lot of the U.S. title competition has gone to SmackDown, though, so I will admit, maybe it's not the best. But hey, The Miz is gonna fight for his right to face Kane at Survivor Series. It's a big occasion for The Miz. Maybe if he wins the U.S. title again, he can finally leave the U.S. title states hell? The U.S. title scene hell and actually enter the world title scene. Like he's been wanting to for months. He thinks he's better than the U.S. title, somehow, despite only holding it for like a month in this fucking company. But like, whatever, man. I don't make the brains of these people. They're just cocky assholes by nature. If I did, I don't think a character like The Miz would exist, to be fair. So, Luke Gallows. No, it's just The Miz. That's my favorite part about The Miz. You think you're gonna get your offense in, and then nope, turns out it's just The Miz. And the more The Miz fights Luke Gallows, the more I just gotta think about something here. And it's what is the point of this match? Well, other than the becoming #1 contenders. We all know who is gonna win from the... What? Oh no, the tables match. I'm sorry, I was fucking flabbergasted for a second. And now Randy Orton is coming out here to attack The Miz. Still mad about that lack of a handshake, huh? And now, oh, wait just a damn minute, putting him on the fucking thing. Oh my god, just into the barricade again and again. But Orton says enough is enough. Now having to deal with both of these men at the exact same time. What a running power slam by Orton. Miz doesn't care though. He'll beat both people tonight. Oh wait, Luke Gallows is putting a stop to his plans. And now Miz rolled to the outside specifically so that he could continue to attack Orton, and now Orton is leaving, and now Miz is going straight back to Luke Gallows. You see The Miz? Despite Orton, of all people's interference in the match, Miz is still managing to be the most powerful player in the room. How is that even possible? And he's making fucking Luke Gallows get folded. What? Now Miz again with that setup on the ropes, the neck breaker, and the kick. Maybe not in that order. And now The Miz with a skull-crushing finale. And that's it. That's 1, that's 2, and that's 3. Luke Gallows has been defeated by The Miz. And Miz is now the #1 contender for the United States Championship. I'm not sure if The Miz is going to be a very proper challenger for Kane. But I don't know who the fuck will be a proper challenger for Kane. That's the problem. That also didn't change anything about the rankings at all, because I guess Sheamus isn't good enough to be #2. Anyways, it's Melina versus Nikki Bella. And Melina is back, and in her first match on Monday Night Raw, she is getting a #1 contendership opportunity for the Divas title. Now, Melina is, of course... Wait, with Nikki Bella with an attack? What the fuck? Nikki never does this. What? I am shocked. I thought the whole thing about Nikki was that she was like, what? I'm confused. Why would Nikki Bella do this? I guess she's so frustrated that she's been getting her ass kicked by fucking Michelle McCool for 8 months in a row, pretty much, that she's finally deciding to do something about it. And like, yeah, I agree, it's bullshit, but like, oh my god. An attack on the wrong fucking person? Are we for real? Oh, but a kick straight to the head. And now the match is officially started according to our referee. Surprised it didn't start when she got on the top rope. The last time these two fought, that was in that triple threat match on Superstars last week, where Melina pinned Nikki Bella to win the match. Maybe that's why she attacked her. She didn't like the fact she pinned her instead of the champion. Thought it was disrespectful to her. And to be fair, I don't think Nikki's wrong in that sense. It kind of was disrespectful for Melina to pin her instead of the champion because it just made her win feel half-hearted in and of itself. But at the same time, is that attack-worthy? I don't think so. Wait a minute. Oh, nope. Needed the gut. At the cross, I swear, every time Nikki Bella goes for a crossbody, it always schedules a shift in the Nikki Bella. What the fuck are you doing? Oh, going for a pin off of her own mistakes. Okay, that's it. Melina beats Nikki Bella off of her own failed senton to win the match. That was a heel turn. That was a fucking heel turn. I find it really funny that Nikki Bella turned heel because of how much she's been, like, attacked by Michelle. And then she loses to her own stupidity. Like, anyways, it's Triple H versus Sheamus. And then you have his opponent, Sheamus. And, oh, it seems he's elected to keep his Raw attire. That's neat. I like that one. I mean, I think it looks pretty nice. I just kind of wish that the Celtic crosses were red on the black. And why are we pointing to nothing? I need to hire a new cameraman. And Sheamus with a massive shoulder block to Triple H, and Triple H is already starting off on the wrong foot here. Oh, he's out of the ring. No, wait, Sheamus is out of the ring. I lied. Triple H. Getting led out of the ring. Throwing someone out of the ring. Getting confused on where to go. They enter the ring, you leave the ring, and then they fucking kill you anyways. Oh my god, it's on on the steel step. That would have been fucking devious if the steps decided that they could indeed break. Sheamus now destroying, well, not destroying. It's been somewhat even. I'm not gonna say it's an outright fucking destruction of Triple H, but Sheamus is definitely putting up much more of a fight than I thought he would. Oh wait, there's an E. Hold on, don't count don't count out Triple H. Sheamus definitely has this idea of what's to. Oh, okay. They're back outside the ring. Wait a minute, we saw this ring post slam earlier. I'm surprised Triple H isn't getting busted open by this at any point. Referee managing to get out of the way in time. The grabbing the arm, and that's a fucking Irish curse. No backbreaker. And wait a minute, there we go. That's an Irish curse backbreaker. This man is just in the perfect setup. Wait a minute. Right in the corner. Triple H. Irish curse. Celtic cross. I don't know why. Whatever, man. And the match is over. Sheamus beats Triple H? Okay. Let's see if he can keep this momentum up. I wasn't expecting it, but hey, I won't complain. I love how DX is on the poster for fucking Survivor Series and they're not together. Sheamus is above Kane now, and Sheamus is above Luke Gallows. Fucking final. Anyways, it is Shawn Michaels versus Edge. And we have in our main event tonight, the WWE Champion, the man who has held on to this title since SummerSlam after that Inferno match. It is Shawn Michaels. This man has somehow managed to win 2 separate Inferno matches in a 2-month time period. I'm honestly kind of shocked that he managed to do this, but whatever. And then you have his opponent, the Rated R Superstar Edge. And there he is. For some reason, I thought he was holding a title, but nope. And for some reason, I thought this game wouldn't crash. And now Shawn Michaels, Edge tried to go for something there, but Shawn Michaels just one step ahead of the ultimate opportunist. You know, normally planning your things versus taking opportunities does do you wonders in this company, but both can work. And now the fans are completely split between Edge and Michaels. These two have had a couple of histories. DX versus Rated RKO, to name one. Other than that, though, Edge has mainly been on SmackDown, from what I understand, while Sheamus has mostly been on Raw. So they haven't had a lot of time to fight. Well, they have fought, and now everything's getting dodged. And now, oh my god, Shawn Michaels was going for every possible chop there was there, and he just couldn't get it off. Wait a minute, what's Shawn Michaels doing up there? And now he's hitting that elbow. Ooh, not hitting that elbow drop from what I understand. But Edge is just sitting there. He's not reacting. Ultimate opportunist, my ass. All Edge has to do is make sure that Shawn Michaels doesn't wait. Edge is dragging him over. Hold on, wait a minute. He's up, though. The fuck? And a drop kick. Another one? Another drop kick. And now, oh, wait, there it is. Finally, he stayed down just long enough to hit the elbow drop. Shawn Michaels now, corner to corner. We're going for it. 5, 6, and boom. Sweet chin music. Edge collapses to the floor. That's it. 1, 2... 2? Triple H? Shawn getting distracted by Triple H. Once again, having to deal with his adversary. Giving him a chop block for his troubles. Edge just using this time to, Wait a minute. Is he not after me or something? Oh, Edge is now busted wide open. Shawn is telling him to suck it. Shawn is walking right up to Triple H and he's not doing anything. I don't think he cares. He's saving his energy for Sunday. And now another elbow drop straight to Edge, shoving him off just so that he can hit him with a sweet chin music over there. Now we'll really see where Trips' allegiances lie. What? He was here to screw Edge? What the fuck? You didn't attack him after the match or something? Why the fuck were you here? He was there for it. I guess you just don't care about Michaels then. That moved Edge below Punk. That's really all it did. Wait. So both of your enemies were in the same fucking match. And instead of attacking both of them, Triple H, who just lost the match to Sheamus, decides to go after specifically Edge and let Shawn Michaels win. What is this fucking game? Whatever, man. It's the return of the fucking triple threat and Rock Kofi again. And fucking Ray Swagger. What the fuck is this? Road to WrestleMania? Anyways, it's Steamboat, Knox, and Ziggler. And then you have his opponent, Mike Knox. Ricky Steamboat came out before the show started. Welcome to Thursday Night Superstars, and Mike Knox is out here. This guy is Mike Knox. I know you couldn't tell by the Titantron and the nameplate at the bottom right there, and the fact that the game fucking crashed. And wait a minute! Dolph Ziggler is attacking Mike Knox? Steamboat's taunting. He's relishing in the fact that this man is absolute dog shit. Wait a minute! That's a zigzag! Wait! Are you a and now it's Ricky Steamboat in the ring here. He's waiting for somebody. Who could it possibly be at this time? Dolph Ziggler is attacking Steamboat. Now, can we please, for the love of all that is holy, just kill the man? I didn't want to put you in the sleeper hold. Wait, what? 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 Oh, now you fucking force it to let go, Mike Knox. You fucking asshole. You are such a bitch. Fuck you. And now the fans are all chanting for Ricky Steamboat. Oh, the fans fueled him. The fans fueled the fire, and now everybody's after him. Oh, but that didn't crash the game this time. Let's go. Giving one to Steamboat. Steamboat is just ready for it all, though. And now Dolph and Ricky, the people that just attacked each other, are now teaming up on Mike Knox. The realest threat? Not really. But hey, it was fun while it lasted. Now wait a minute. Now wait just a goddamn minute. That's a snapmare. But wait a minute. Mike Knox gets a zigzag for his troubles, and that's a rope break. Wait a minute. Oh, Dolph does not have a plan. Wait, Dolph does have a plan. A dirty pin on the ropes to Steamboat, but Mike Knox is already back up. Now a massive body slam, and what a pin opportunity. Mike Knox breaking up the pin. Wait a minute, is that a drop? No, it's a drop kick. I thought it was going to be a top row famouser, but I guess I was wrong. Now, wait a minute. Ziggler once again hitting the snap mare on Ricky Steamboat. And wait a minute, the sleeper's locked in on Mike Knox. Is that it? Surely Mike Knox is tapping out. Yep, there he goes. Fans told him to tap too. All right, I'll take that shit. And thus, Dolph Ziggler beats 2 other random fuck-ass people. In terms of the rankings, that moved Dolph above Christian and Chad Gaspard and did literally nothing else. Anyways, it's Ray versus Swagger. And we welcome you back live to Superstars. Rey Mysterio and Jack Swagger are going to be fighting each other. Now, the real question is, why is this on Superstars? Not in the, oh, this is too good for Superstars way. More in just the, I feel like this could have been at WrestleMania. Like in an alternate universe. I feel like this match could have happened at WrestleMania instead of on Superstars in November. Oh well, I wouldn't really know now, would I? But then you have his opponent, the All-American Jack Swagger. And this man hasn't done anything since he lost the World Heavyweight Championship, but he is now on Monday Night Raw after a SmackDown contract was forced to expire due to a guaranteed clause. Swagger now gets to be on Raw. And, well, no one fucking likes this guy. Just hear him boo, alright? Swagger is not liked by anyone in this crowd. And it doesn't matter how many push-ups you do or how much American nationalism you try to do, it doesn't work out like that. But now Rey Mysterio immediately taking Jack Swagger for a nice spin. Wait a minute though, Rey Mysterio, he hits it! But Swagger's up first. What the fuck? What the fuck? Oh, Rey Mysterio, 1 step ahead of Jack Swagger, as always. And I mean, realistically, when we talk about Jack Swagger versus Rey Mysterio, the question becomes less about, can Jack Swagger lace up Rey's boots, and more, does Swagger deserve to be in the same ring as Rey Mysterio? It is a genuine conversation, because Jack Swagger has been pushed pretty hard in WCW. Some would say it led to the downfall of the company. I'm not gonna necessarily disagree with them. I don't think it was a good business decision, given the kind of man that Jack Swagger was. Rey Mysterio, wait a no! And wait a minute, there's a power bomb by Jack Swagger. Surprised he didn't try to go into his own power bomb there. But a Hurricane Rana. Wait a minute, Rey Mysterio got Swagger on the ropes. That's the 619, but we're not done just yet. That's right, the splash. And that's gotta be it, dead center of the ring, nowhere to go. Rey Mysterio has beaten Jack Swagger. That didn't affect anything. Anyways, it's Kofi versus Rock. Oh, God. And then, in our main event of Thursday Night Superstars, the freshly healed Kofi Kingston will attempt to defeat The Rock again. Will it go well? No, it won't. The Rock does seem a little unstoppable right now. I'll admit it. And then you have his opponent, the man, the myth, the man that you will ever see this man in real life again the same way. The Rock. That's it. I just wanted to say that. And now The Rock, we're gonna go for it off the bat, but no game of striking off the bat for The Rock. Instead, he has to deal with the fact that Kofi Kingston exists at all. Shoving off Kofi, what the fuck? The Rock is a man that tries to break you at every possible turn. Yeah, I think we can all agree on this. How did you do that? Okay, well, I guess I'll just do this then. Massive. Wait a minute. And final note! Okay, I only have one problem, and that's this game sucks. But wait a minute, there's a spine buster! And now The Rock. Ooh, can't get it off. Wait a minute, Rocky going for rock bottom, Rock not. But now Rock going for it all the time. Spin, and a hit of the rock bottom, but no, Kofi gets out of it again. It just doesn't seem like Kofi's willing to stay down for long enough. But Rock is definitely trying to enforce it. And now Kofi doing the same thing that he did to The Rock. I mean, it's genius. Going for an elbow drop with the Rock punch, but he saw the Rock punch coming. Wait, punch directly to the arm of Kofi Kingston. Wait just a damn minute. He's got him right where he wants him. And now taking off the elbow pad. We're not done just yet. Dash around the ropes, lagging down everything. Dash around the ropes again, and that's the people's elbow. And that has got to be it. That's 1, that's 2, that's 3. The Rock has beaten Kofi Kingston again. Is it enough to put him in the US title scene? Come on, we gotta be close. The Rock is number 3. What the fuck? What is this episode of SmackDown? The only match I like here is this. Anyways, it's JTG versus Cody Rhodes. We welcome you back to Friday Night SmackDown. We are in Virginia Beach, Virginia. If you didn't know it was Virginia, you do now. JTG is here, and he's, yeah, I'm still out of things to say about this man. I really don't know. He doesn't do a lot. But tonight, his opponent, I think for the first time on SmackDown in months. Let me check that real fast before I get too far deep into my statistical analysis. No, he did have a match at the beginning of this month against Mark Henry. But this is his second ever match on Friday Night SmackDown. And damn it, it's against JTG. Let's see if he can win. I don't know why I said if. This is JTG we're talking about here. I don't remember the last time JTG won a match. That's the only reason I suspect that Cody will win the match. Is because... is it just me, or does it feel like JTG's on his way out? Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that anything's about to happen. I don't know. It just kind of feels like, for me personally, JTG doesn't really have a reason to be here. I mean, Chad has not been on the rosters for a while now. At least JTG has a fucking, you know, a legitimate career path. But JTG has proven why he should be. And then immediately proving why he shouldn't be. Jesus. You got off one move and started celebrating. I wouldn't bother with that either. Oh, but JTG, hold on, again, I feel like every time I start trying to count JTG out of the match, he proves exactly why I shouldn't. And wait, Cody raking the fucking eye before he goes to that knee drop. Wait just a damn minute, that's a crossroads. And Cody Rhodes, with that crossroads, is winning. Cody Rhodes has beaten JTG in a pretty easy fashion, not even lying. Cody is now above Zack Ryder and Ted DiBiase, so I guess maybe they won't fight. Anyways, it's Layla versus Brie Bella. And in our next match, Layla is here. And she's fighting Brie Bella. I forgot she was on this show, to be fair. Why is SmackDown even bothering to give her a match in the first place? I don't get it. It doesn't make sense. And now Layla immediately going after Brie. And Layla just, ooh, shades of Natalia in those strikes there. I mean, I like the white rose contrasting with the white flip-flops and the whiteness of... I mean, the ref getting in the way, causing... This has happened before. That William Regal match. Still feel bad for the referee. He didn't mean to do that. It was just a happy little accident. Not everyone can be perfect all the time. I know I'm not. Of her offense is getting... Oh! Wait a minute. Russian leg sweep as a groggy grapple. What the fuck is Layla doing? Submission? Why are you going for this? And why is it almost working? Why did that almost work? Layla was probably trying to end this match pretty early. If she was going for a submission this early on into the match. Wait a minute. Brie. Fucking Layla. What the fuck is Layla doing? Oh my god. What an aggressive drop kick by Layla. Jesus. You know, I hate that fucking grapple because there's never a good reversal timing for it. Now Layla raking the eyes and just hitting him with a massive kick to the fucking face. And now the neck breaker. Right up where they want it. And that is it for Brie. Brie's done. It's over. Man, I don't really feel bad for Brie because, you know, she was always going to be the worst. How did that not move Layla above her? Damn. Anyways, it is the Acronym Collective versus the fucking Heart Foundation. And we welcome you back to Friday Night SmackDown. We got a #1 contenders match for the tag titles, and the Acronym Collective, for the first time since Bragging Rights, is fighting in a tag match. Mark Henry and Matt Hardy are going to face the Heart Foundation to see who goes to Survivor Series to face the Straight Edge Society. Very simple in theory. But then, of course, you got Matt Hardy! Well, the main thing uniting these two was MVP, and now that link is gone, unless you consider hating someone to be a good link, which I don't. So, Matt Hardy and Mark Henry may not work together as well as we want them to in this match, but only time will tell. So let's see it. And then, of course, you have the Heart Foundation, British Bulldog, and Tyson Kidd. All right, an interesting choice. I guess if Brett's not there, Tyson fills in. Does David want to be a singles wrestler, or does he just not want to team with Tyson? Because to be fair, him and Tyson didn't exactly do that well as a tag team, so I guess pulling British in there might do something for somebody. And these two are fired up. British and Tyson are definitely gonna have a helping hand in this one. But Mark Henry doesn't care how fired up you are. He cares about how much destruction he can give to you. Matt Hardy going for British there. Oh my god! Mark Henry manhandling the British Bulldog. Fucking destroying him. 6 ways to Sunday. That's just, that kind of thing is not okay to be doing to somebody. He's trying to kill him? Now the referee getting directly in the way of the action. This referee doesn't know how to act as an official. Mark Henry, oh wait, double choke bomb. I wouldn't even consider that a double choke bomb. I would consider that a double choke throw because he got thrown. Oh wait. Oh, wait. Come on. Oh, somehow, some way, Mark managed to get that off. It's all British all day. Oh, God, the fuck. God damn, wait a minute. British not taking this one too easy. He tries it. Oh, my God, he got out of it. Now grabbing for the bear hug. The referee's right there. Where's Tyson? There's Tyson. But British got out of it instantly. It's MVP. Wait a minute, MVP, no. It's too big! It's too laggy! MVP's leaving! And now Mark Henry tags in Matt Hardy! And here we go! The power may be out, but Matt doesn't exactly take prisoners either. The side slam! Is that it? Twist of fate? Are we here? Now? Oh no! And now wait a minute! Twist of nothing! And wait a minute, Matt. Oh my god, right into it. Why did Tyson Kidd go up there? Superplex! And now Mark's back in the ring, ready to take care of the rest of business. And wait a minute now. Mark Henry has got Tyson right where he wants him. Matt Hardy is trying to deal with British, but British breaks it up. But it doesn't matter to Mark Henry, because you know what he does instead? He just hits him with the world's strongest slam. And while British isn't paying attention, Tyson stays in! Now Matt and Mark are teaming up, taking it on together, tripping them up, and an elbow. You figured it would be more power-based with these two, but no. And Mark Henry being uber slow about as revert back into the ring, but that's a side slam by Matt Hardy again. Can we get the twist of fate? I think that's it. Yes, it is. Now, wait a minute. The pin. That's it. 1, 2... Mark's dealt with British. The Acronym Collective is going to Survivor Series in 2 days. The Straight Edge Society are going to have to be ready for an Acronym Collective that's actually fully viable and ready to take them on instead of a false one. Let's see what'll happen this time when the odds aren't stacked in their favor. And SmackDown says that nothing happened. Anyways, it's Stone Cold Steve Austin versus Batista. And tonight in the main event, Stone Cold Steve Austin, just 2 days before Survivor Series, gets a match against the #1 contender for the World Heavyweight Championship, Batista. Austin and Batista. This could be a banger for the ages. Let's see how it goes. But of course, you have his opponent, Batista. This man, in just 2 days' time, will fight Big Show at Survivor Series. And every time that I think about Batista at this point, I gotta ask myself one simple question. What is Batista going to do if he wins? If he loses, continue the chase. But if he gets the title, what then? What am I gonna do if this game crashes? You know what? That's another good fucking question. And Austin... Wait just a damn minute. Okay, Austin starting off his brawling expertise pretty strong here, but Batista is not going to go down without a fight. Austin reversing at every end. Oh my god, what a sidewalk slam by Batista. Jesus Christ. Power and elbow tie up. These two meet up and Austin wins? What the fuck? The more Austin goes after Batista like this with his brawling expertise, the more that Batista will begin to crumble in the cracks. And honestly, I still... Okay. Batista is gonna make sure that this is not as downhill as Austin wants it to be. He wants it to go fast. He wants it to go furious. Austin going up to the top rope, hitting ourselves away. What? A double axe handle. And now Luthez pressing the man. But it's not the Luthez press. Why does this happen with both Shawn and Austin? They have their fucking signatures as a normal move they can do. But the only retort is, oh, well, it's not their signature, so it's fine. Now, wait a minute. Austin slamming him down. Oh, my God. Well, he didn't slam him. What? And now the fans are chanting for Batista. They want this man to get back. Oh, wait. Wait. No, nothing. And wait a minute, it's Austin again going for Luthez presses. But that busts him open. Now flipping him off, and Batista gets out of the ring, but he's heading straight back in, trying to go for a stunner, but it doesn't work out like that. And then this time going for a stunner, and it works just fine. And there goes Batista. The ref a little startled. 1, 2, and oh my God! Austin just beat Batista 2 days before Survivor Series. What does this mean for the pay-per-view? What an amazing card we have for you at Survivor Series tonight. Kane will take on The Miz in a world-famous U.S. title match. The Straight Edge Society and the Acronym Collective will renew their rivalry in another tag team title match. The team of Triple H, Rey Mysterio, and Lex Luger will take on the Hart Foundation in one of the most anticipated Survivor Series matches in ever, because this is the first one. Michelle McCool will face Melina and Nikki Bella for the Divas Championship. Shawn Michaels and Triple H will go one-on-one in an Iron Man match. And to mix it all up, Big Show and Batista will fight in an Inferno match. We welcome you live to Survivor Series and in Washington, D.C. And we're starting tonight off with Kane facing The Miz. Now, The Miz is a former United States champion. He was only the champ for a month, though, before losing the title to Drew. Drew lost the title to Sheamus. Sheamus then lost the title to Kane. So, can we go full circle? Can The Miz defeat Kane in tonight's match? Find out right now, pretty much. And, of course, you have his opponent, The Miz, and all I can really say is Kane better watch out. The Miz is really, really desperate for a victory against him. And wait just a damn minute. There he is, like clockwork. Boom! Miz attacks Kane. And now The Miz is just taunting on Kane, picking him up. Wait a damn minute. But he let Kane get up. No hip toss. But he's trying so hard to get it off. Wait. That might have just been Kane's victory condition. Getting out of the setup for the skull-crushing finale might have just been the exact way that Kane wins this match in the end. I got a feeling that that was it. I don't know about you, but I'm feeling 22. Ooh. But Miz is not going to go down without a fight. He took the ref. He let go of the ref just to kill him anyways. What the fuck? The funniest part is that he's not even going to take advantage of this necessarily. Kane just did it because he got in the way. Don't mess with Kane. That's always been the thing. Miz is going to have an enemy for life now. And it's all his fault because he could have prevented this. And in fact, I would say it was very easy to prevent this. All you had to do was not piss off Kane. And what did you do? You attacked him. How hard was it to just not attack Kane? Oh, damn. I'll admit it. Miz just let that happen. Miz is not really putting up much of a fight. Like, now that I'm putting mouth to ass.
What do you mean by that?
Now that I'm putting, like, facts to face, Miz ain't doing all that much. He wanted this U.S. title match, but I think this is just another excuse to prove why Kane is the best and most dominant United States champion of all time. Turn around. No, that's a sidewalk slam. Oh, my God. Wait just a damn minute. And that has got to be a choke slam, but the Miz is out of it? Oh, wait just a damn minute. It's not over. Choke slam straight to the Miz. Dead center of the ring. Nowhere to go. 1, 2, 3. Kane wins. Title retained. They made Kane and the Miz enemies. I think that was self-evident. That did not move the Miz down or Kane up in the world title scene. And in our next match, CM Punk and Luke Gallows, the Straight Edge Society, are going to take on Mark Henry and Matt Hardy, the Acronym Collective. And I got to say, something about CM Punk that's very interesting is that last time we had a title defense, Mark Henry helped them win. And now he's got to face Mark Henry anyways. It'll be very interesting to see if Mark and Matt can reclaim the tag titles. But I suppose we'll have to find out here in a second. Because let's be completely honest for a second. I don't know CM Punk. I do know one thing, though. Bitches, they come, they go. And then you have his tag team partner, Luke Gallows, the other half of the Straight Edge Society. And why do they come out separately now? They used to come out together all the time, and it was fun and fancy. I don't fucking know. These guys are kind of dumb. Move on. And then you have their opponents, the Acronym Collective, Mark Henry and Matt Hardy, and Mark is out first. Now, Mark Henry is in a weird spot here. He helped the Straight Edge Society last time because MVP was a dick. And now he has to fight them again to reclaim the titles. But can he? I don't know. Let's see. But then, of course, you have Matt Hardy, and I think the problem will be, if there is one, that this man can't get off the twist of fate. Out of everyone that can finish a match, this one has the most problems. Matt always has problems finishing his matches. And I honestly believe that it is something to do with how the twist of fate works. He does take that little before he does it, so he does do that little thing before he does it, so, you know, it could be part of that, I guess. And CM Punk and Luke Gallows are fired up. They're ready to get this this one down and dirty. And now CM Punk, that's a kick directly to the face of Mark Henry. Oh, CM Punk is trying to fight back against... Jeez, he really is trying to fight back against Mark Henry very fast here. Setting an example out of Mark Henry, and he's lifting the how? How does CM Punk manage to lift Mark Henry that well? I don't get it. Now with the arm, got him in the corner, but nothing. Oh, but a clothesline with no impact sound. Why was there no impact sound on the clothesline? Just another goddamn fucking clothesline. Wait a minute. He's in a bear hug, but it's a rope break, and Mark lets go after enough time is... God damn! Mark Henry now has to think about if he wants the world's strongest man. Oh, God, wait, there it is. Yep, there it goes. The world's strongest slam to Punk, but he's not done. And now he tags in Luke Gallows. That's not good.
No shit.
He let him get away. And I think he focused so hard on Punk that now he's getting absolutely manhandled by, of all people, Luke Gallows. How are you about to let yourself get absolutely fucked over by, of all people, Luke Gallows? Apparently, Luke Gallows is fighting his inner demons at this point in the match. What is it, a big boot? Oh, yeah, it is the big boot. God damn it, I fucking hate hitting this move. And the ref is getting hit again. And a big boot straight to Mark Henry. And now Luke Gallows going straight for a two-handed choke bomb. Matt Hardy has been sent out of the ring. Luke Gallows has got this. CM Punk is walking towards Matt Hardy at a snail's pace. And Matt barely even got in the ring before Luke Gallows and CM Punk retained the tag titles. Shockingly enough, Luke Gallows did the work in there. CM Punk got punked out. What does this mean? I can't believe that Luke Gallows got the fucking win over the Acronym Collective to retain. That's fucking stupid. Matt Hardy and Luke Gallows are now enemies. I can only guess why. And CM Punk went above Edge. I think that already happened. And Luke Gallows is still below Sheamus, but The Rock didn't move up. And CM Punk is now in the top 10 for the US title. And tonight's 6-man Survivor Series elimination tag match. We have an interesting setup for tonight's match. The Game, Triple H, Rey Mysterio, and Lex Luger, the most unlikely of alliances, face the Hart Foundation in a 3-on-3 tag match. Now, the real question at this point becomes, what is stronger? 2 one-off matches a couple months back, or family? And I'd be willing to argue that if Brett was here, it'd be family. But if it's not, oh no. Trips, Ray, and Luger are all pretty good on their streaks. I mean, what are their streaks looking like? I'm kind of curious. Lex Luger, oh, he lost his last match. Okay, what about Rey Mysterio? He's won twice, and Triple H also lost his... Okay, so these guys might be a little more cooked than I realized. But when you put that up against the British Bulldog, who lost 2 matches, David Hart Smith, who has only ever won twice, and Tyson Kidd, who has only ever won once, I think you get the picture a little bit more here. Then, of course, you have one of his tag team partners, the biggest man in the room, Rey Mysterio. So, sorry, did I say the biggest man in the room? I meant to say the smallest man in the room. But don't let his size fool you. Rey Mysterio will kick your fucking ass if you ain't careful. And he'll do it with the most random body movements you could possibly think of. If I didn't know any better, I would say that he does stuff without rhyme or reason. But everything Rey does has at least a little bit of a purpose. It just so happens he likes flinging himself around, feet on feet, air to air. Then, of course, you have 1/3 of his tag team partners. I guess 1/2, because it's not including him. Lex Luger. And this man in recent weeks has been allocated to Superstars fame only. But hey, at least it's not like completely left off TV for no reason. That would suck ass. And then of course you have the Hart found Dave. What the fuck? Okay, David Hart looks a little bit fruity, but everyone else is pretty much exactly the same as I think. British looks a little bit too stern. Okay, what the fuck? Okay, now that's just weird. I should have changed this entrance before I should have changed this entrance before I did this. You know what? Someone thinks it's funny. And you know what? It kinda is. And wait a minute, British and David are having problems. I can see why. Where has British been? This is the first match they've had in a long time where they can even team together because British said no. And oh, we're starting off very, very weak on the side of Triple H, Lex Luger, and Rey Mysterio. Triple H, ooh. And what the fuck are we doing? Now Triple H is just chopping the British Bulldog. Picking him up even? Okay, Wait, I thought British Bulldog was gonna be the one doing power moves here, but nope, we got nothing. Triple H with a classic elbow to the face. British Bulldog once again up on Triple H's shoulders, but nothing. In fact, he get face first into the fucking ropes. And wait, British Bulldog, despite their differences, tagging in David Hart Smith, but I don't think that's going well for him. Yeah, I don't think this is a good decision. The issues of the Hart Foundation are becoming clear as day. Triple H fucking missed David Hart. Okay. And David's not really putting up that much of a fight. Oh, wait, no, popped up. Down on the ground. Elbow to the face, and now another pop-up. And wait, Triple H with a Saito suplex to David Hart Smith. Is that it? He stole his own goddamn move. That's one. That's so, but Tyson Kidd breaks it up. And I'm grabbing it, and wait a minute, that's a spine buster. We're starting to hold on. Wait just a damn minute. That's a pedigree to David Hart Smith. Pedigree, picking him up. No, it's a Samoan drop instead. And now wait just a damn minute, tagging in Tyson Kidd. Smart strategy, you're just leaving him vulnerable. Wait a minute, pedigree. No. Now he's decided he wants in Ray, but Tyson is a little faster. Ray was trying to take his time getting into the ring, and Tyson said no, but Ray trying to come at him with the biggest of offenses and not working out in his favor. And really, the conversation of this match, if the Hart Foundation is having family issues, I assume Brett leaving them again is causing a bit of strife within the group. I mean, isn't that what was holding them together? The Hart family name, and now the Hart himself is gone, and so is the match. Yeah, game still crashed. Okay, we got a little farther, though. Come on. Now, after this pedigree, will he still get punched? Are you fucking serious? How many times am I gonna have to lower the graphics? What the fuck do I do? God damn, Ray's getting fucking folded again. Oh my god. All right, I have one more thing. I have one more thing that I could do. Picking up British Bulldogs, but... All right, I'm done. Fuck this shit, dude. I'm so over it. Fuck you.
The next day.
Alright, you know what? This is a rare time. I give up. I'm simming the match. I am simulating the goddamn match. I don't know what else to do. So we're gonna watch it happen. I tried to do it. I don't know what happened with bragging rights, but clearly it didn't fucking work. Whatever happened to bragging rights was a fluke. And I'm not riding that fucking fluke. Simulate! British, David, and Tyson beat the trio, and their alliance grows stronger because of it. I don't really fucking care. That didn't do anything for anyone. I also didn't put two and two together when I did this match. Trips is pulling double duty. Ooh. And up now, actually, Michelle McCool. 1/3 of this Divas Championship match is out here right now. That's right. Michelle is a fucking winner. And all I gotta say is, Jesus Christ. She's won too much. Too much of a good thing is a bad thing. That's something I've learned over the years, and Michelle is a bad thing. But then you have one of her opponents tonight, the only woman that could crash the fucking game. And then there's her opponent, the only woman that could stand up to Michelle in a triple threat match that we saw on Superstars where she won. Melina. She's had so few matches, I'm kind of shocked that she's the one that can do it. But hey, we need a hero, and tonight, that hero is Melina. I pray to God that she wins, because if not, I don't know what I'm gonna do with my life. And then there's Nikki Bella. She's literally just here to be here. Not even lying. I don't know why the fuck you're here. Being completely honest. Do you deserve to be in this match? Did you win the #1 contenders match? I don't think so. These three women are fighting for the biggest prize on Raw for their gender. The Divas Championship. I swear to God, if Michelle retains, I'm gonna lose my mind. And Michelle McCool immediately going after Nikki Bella. What the fuck? Michelle is breaking up Melina's attempts to... Oh, and immediately sidelining her out of the ring. And now just defeating Nikki Bella. I think I know Michelle's strategy. Why deal with what potentially doesn't work when you could instead just attack and murder what does work? Which is Nikki Bella sucking at her job. And damn it, that is a really good strategy. I'm not even lying. But now Melina with that steel chair. Oh my... And wait a minute, Melina is waiting for her opponent to come down the ramp. The real question is it Nikki or is it Michelle? It's Michelle fucking cool. Of course Michelle would take out her opponent. Of course. Going for the faith breaker on Melina, but the rolls. And now rolling out of harm's way herself. And now, wait a minute, that's a fucking faith breaker. That's gonna be a faith breaker. She just has to pray that Nikki doesn't try some bullshit. She tried some bullshit. Okay, it's fine. Melina has stayed down the whole time. That's one. That's two. And Michelle wins. Okay, sometimes I'm not sure why I even bother commentating this episode. Fuck's sake, man. What the fuck are we doing? Michelle and Melina are enemies because Melina is a threat to Michelle's title reign. What's new? And in our second to last match of the night, we're going all in on time. Shawn Michaels and Triple H will fight in a 15-minute Iron Man match to determine who the best member of DX is, I guess, and the WWE champion. We gotta talk about the story Triple H has got going on here tonight. He lost to the Hart Foundation with Ray and Luger. Family beat 2 matches in October, and now he's with that loss in his hands. We have to wonder, is Trips at 100%? He didn't have that much time to recover. But if I know one thing, is that Triple H probably never is at 100%. I mean, he tore both his fucking quads. So Triple H is probably never exactly at 100%, but he definitely is at something. I know that much. And this man has got to be pissed at Michaels. I mean, back in June, Shawn Michaels betrayed him in a match with Edge, and it was never the same. Triple H went on a massive losing streak after the fact. But now it is Triple H's time to finally get his revenge. He's been chasing the WWE Championship throughout most of this year, and tonight could be the night that he beats Shawn Michaels in an Iron Man match. The biggest prize in the WWE is on the line. Game almost crashed right there. I could sense it. And tonight, we shall see in full force if we're playing the game or if hearts are about to break. We have 15 minutes to settle the age-old dispute, and I can't think of a better way to do it than in a simple 15-minute Iron Man match. These two deserve it. The only thing I could say that they could probably do instead is a Hell in a Cell. They've done that before, though, so why not Iron Man? Triple H, though, wait a minute. Can drop kick? I mean, taking a high risk this early into a 15-minute Iron Man match, we're not even a minute in. And now, Shawn would go for a crotch chop to match Triple H's, but Triple H doesn't let it happen. No way that Triple H is gonna let a crotch chop get to him this early in the match. Are you crazy? We are 1 minute down exactly. The identity of this match so far has not been found, although it is a very back and forth contest. Nothing about, oh, wait, over the ropes. Over again? No, this time Shawn's over. Shawn going over the ropes, and then Shawn has a fucking plan. Mind you, there are countouts and DQs in this match, but nobody ever says anything about the announce table. Oh, no. This early? We're a minute and a half down. Michaels, you can't be! Moonsault through the main announce table. It's not really an announce table if no one's announcing from there, is it? It's like Jerry and Michael worked here before, but they just get permanent seat access. They don't commentate, I commentate, and I'm not out there. And Shawn Michaels putting him in a variant of the figure 4 leg lock. This could tap him out, but as we saw in that submission match, that's gonna be rather impossible for Michaels to do. Shawn and Trips are just going back and forth, end to end, day for day out here, and there's not a lot that either man can do to spice up the match. I mean, Shawn is going for some pretty good combos right now, mostly focusing on some offense to the head, which makes sense. The Sweet Chin music mostly targets that area. Triple H just stopped moving, and now Shawn, wait just a goddamn minute, that's an elbow drop. We might see our first fall of the match right here. If Michaels can hit that Sweet Chin music, I think we're gonna see it well and dandy here. Shoving him off. That was the same strat he used against Trips a few nights ago, but it doesn't work out the same. And letting him stop so that he can hit him with the Sweet Chin music? What is Shawn Michaels? Man's on another level, and the first fall goes to Shawn E. Michaels, and now telling Triple H to suck it. But Michaels, as do all... Can I grab the steps? Hello? 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 Earth to Steel steps. I'm trying to grab you here. And Triple H... The game crashed because I picked up the fucking... It is day fucking 3 of recording Survivor Series. Day fucking 3. We got one more month left after this and then King of the Ring and then I'm done. It's over. I'm fucking moving on to the next game and we are never ever looking back until like maybe a couple years down the line when RPCS3 actually fucking run the damn game. But Shawn Michaels is taken very... Oh god! Oh my god, Triple H just fucking murdered Shawn Michaels. What the heck? Oh, but a low blow. And Shawn now going for take 2 on that drop kick. Now Shawn going for the elbow drop, but it's a back attack. I meant though, over the knee. We're a minute down into the match once more, and that's a spine buster. Triple H is looking for the pedigree. Can he hit it on Michaels? No, Michaels hits a Samoan drop in its wake. And Shawn is... Wait a minute! Is that it? Is it time for the pedigree this time? Well, no! A flip over! And now Shawn Michaels, wait a minute, yet another drop kick! How many times are we gonna see this man go for drop kicks? Now we're taking him down, Triple H finally stays down, and that's an elbow drop by Shawn Michaels. And wait a minute, corner to corner, post to post, Triple H looking groggy as all hell. But he ducks it! But wait, Michaels, no. And now, wait a minute, there it is! The sweet chin music! Straight to the game, but he's not down! Now this is the time where Michaels has to panic. What is it gonna take for him to be able to defeat Triple H at this rate in an Iron Man match? He's had trouble with this in that submission match, but I thought that was just because it was a submission match. The referee is down! Triple H telling him to suck it. Shawn made him think he was going for a weapon, but instead he gets busted open for his troubles. Michaels could very well end the match right here. 3 minutes in. Well, it's not a time limit match. It's an Iron Man match. Damn it. That's got to be something for you. And wait a minute. Michaels is in the corner once again, tuning up the band. And there he is. He's going for it. That is sweet chin music, referee. Going for the pin. That is 1. That is 2. That is 3. And Michaels just realized something very peculiar about Iron Man matches. Grabbing Triple H's signature sledgehammer, and now, oh my god, and there's no DQs. He remembers this from the match that Big Show and Jericho had. He watched that match happen live, and he was like, oh yeah, there's no DQs. Studying up on SmackDown, he knows that there are some people on SmackDown he might have had to look out for when he became the champion. He was trying to get a shot at the title ever since he betrayed Trips. That was always the goal of Shawn Michaels. In fact, Shawn actually wanted Triple H to win the WWE Championship from Edge so that he could go out of his way to win the belt off of him. It was actually genius. Jesus Christ. Now wait just a damn minute. Shawn Michaels taking that announce table apart again. Oh, over the steps. Shawn Michaels taking apart the other announce table now. And now with the... Ooh, wait just a... Oh god, that could be dangerous. It really wasn't. 5 minutes down. Shawn Michaels keeps resetting the count, trying to get more and more chances to throw Triple H onto this announce table for what? I don't know. Oh, tripping over the steps now. Down. No, the bleeding on Michaels is gonna get made worse every single time that this happens. And here we go. Elbow drop. But is that what he's gonna be looking for when he gets him on that announce table? That is the real question. But now he's got him up. Are we gonna see an elbow drop from the announce table? No, wait, that's a moonsault. Well, wait, Shawn's back up there already. There's always a plan B. Elbow drop to Triple H. Michaels, wait a minute, that's a sweet chin music. Straight to Triple H. And now taking his belt and whacking him across the face with it. Again and again. Why not one more time? Elbow drop to Triple H. Now Shawn Michaels, another moonsault off of the top rope onto the announce table. This man is just looking to criminalize Triple H, getting revenge on him for everything possible, even the things that are wrong. And on the leg again, another elbow drop. And at what point is enough enough? But Shawn Michaels flew too close to the sun. Wait, there's that. Oh, God, there's the belt. Shawn just using the belt every opportunity he could possibly get. Sort of trips inside the ring and then with another sweet chin music. And that's gotta be the second fall for Michaels. 1, 2. God damn. 2 2 points for the big man. And now a DDT, but Michaels still ain't busted open. I'm surprised at this point, but as you all know, life always finds a way. Michaels probably wants to make this man bleed, and he's gonna... Oh! Triple H putting up some fight, some energy, but it's not enough. Oh, wait! Shawn was smart enough to dodge. And another elbow drop coming straight at Triple H. This is literally just the submission match, but the roles are now reversed. Michaels is now taking charge of the fiesta, while Triple H struggles to find his footing in the match. And Shawn Michaels isn't even going for pins anymore. Oh, wait! Don't count your chickens before they hatch! And the egg hasn't hatched! Shawn even cares that's a rope break? It doesn't fucking matter. Shawn Michaels has just beaten Triple H. And now a devious plan encounters. Wait a minute, what the hell? Okay, I thought Triple H was gonna go for something that mattered. And instead, he just kind of, wait a minute, roll up by Michaels. Is that our next pin? Okay, no, but it was dangerously close. Shawn Michaels now rotating the steel steps in the way that'll affect him the least. Ooh, and Triple H with that little knee, and he's going for the cover, but an immediate kick out by Michaels. He's holding his head. How is he still in this match? Goes for the blood, the bleeder. Trying to make the man bleed so hard, but he just doesn't. Shawn knows what he wants to do to Triple H, but not if he can make him bleed at this point. And the fans are trying to go behind Triple H, but I'm not sure what energy they're even gonna get out of Triple H by this point in the match. A drop, no! Landing on the sledgehammer. Triple H, the energy of the fans, it's calling him alive. Oh, God! Shawn looks to go get his title belt. Yes! Smack it up. The belt! The belt is being used as a toy for Michaels. When is Triple H gonna get one up on this match? Shawn is limping, but another drop kick by Shawn, solidifying it. We're down to less than 3 minutes in the match. Elbow drop, and another set of kicks for the good old sweet chinner. Boom! And he's even pointing at him. I don't even know what to do. Oh, I think he knows what to do. I think he knows damn well what to do now. Or not. What the fuck are you supposed to do this? I assume you're supposed to grapple. What are you supposed to do a concerto, a DDT on the chair? Wait a minute, roll up by Shawn Michaels. That's 1, 2. Wait, Triple H has reversed it. Oh, but Shawn Michaels kicks out of it. And a knee. Shawn's bleeding, getting worse with every knee he receives. We're down to 1:30. How much more time do we even have in this match for Triple H to win? I don't think Triple H could come back from this getting folded out of the ring. And now Triple H taunting, trying to get a count-out victory at the last possible second. Triple H not knowing how close to stand, though, and this getting folded. Wait just a damn minute. On the step, maybe? That'd be kind of cool. No. Trips turning him all the way around, but that's another roll-up by Michaels. Oh, another flip. Oh, another flip by Michaels. Oh, but no kick out. No dice. No roll. Knee again. And another DDT. Triple H is pulling out all of Jake the Snake's moves in an attempt to get on the bleed. Shawn is just trying to get on the bleed. 1, and there he goes. He got what he wanted. And now Shawn is leaving. There's no point for him to be in this match anymore. He got everything he wanted. He's up the ramp, and there he goes. Shawn leaves. He retains and leaves. What an Iron Man match. I think both of the ones with Jericho in them were better, but hey, the relationship got worse, and that was legitimately it. Final match. Big Show, Batista. Let's get it. And in our main event, Big Show and Batista go one-on-one for the big gold World Heavyweight Championship. I am so happy to get to this match because Batista showed up on SmackDown and immediately proved that he is the best man there. Raw did not treat him well at all, so he took his ego and went back to the place where it all started and won. He won a #1 contenders match against Taker to get here. So let's see if he could defeat the biggest man in the building, or if his win against Taker was was nothing more than payback for Starcade 23. And then you have his opponent, Batista. I already talked about everything I wanted to talk about with Batista, but I kind of spoiled my load a little too early there. Huh? These two are fighting for the grandest prize on SmackDown. These two are fighting in the main event of one of the biggest pay-per-views the WWE has ever seen yet. And most importantly, these two are fighting for the biggest one. And of course, the ring is set to go ablaze in this Inferno match. And now Batista, wearing the red, the color of the flames, has to attack Big Show wearing the color of blue, the opposite of, well, I guess it can't have, not that deep of blue would be in the flames, but damn. All I gotta say is, this match, no matter who you're choosing, is huge. Whether you're a Big Show mark or a Batista biter, you gotta admit, this is a great show for either man. And it looks like Big Show's getting done in pretty early here. I mean, Big Show did lose that Inferno match against Shawn, so he is currently 1-1 in this match type. Only time will tell if this match type has any real winners here, or if it's just just a damn minute. That is a snapmare big boot combo. Is Batista already hitting Big Show with the Batista bomb? No, Big Show flips him over with real ease. And normally I think Batista would have rolled out there and tried again, but he doesn't have that option anymore. Wait a minute though. Are you kidding me? No, flipping him over again. Big Show let him breathe for 1 second and it almost cost him the whole shebang. Oh, but I might have to reconsider. I might have to reconsider what I'm saying here. I might not. Okay. Batista is proving tonight that he is not the only man that can wait. That's gotta be a spear. Or not. Batista now trying to move Big Show into the flames. But it's just not time. Batista's getting out of it even before all this stuff's happening. But Batista just can't get anything off on Big Show. Wait a minute though, Batista pulling it back. Hold on, he's pulling it back with those major clotheslines. Gotta get back into the swing of things here. Big Show is an opponent he's faced never one-on-one before. At least not in this stage of the company's existence. And it really looks like Big Show has Batista's number. And that's a spear! And yet there it is! Big punch! Batista's gotta be out, but Big Show's adding on more and more pounds of pressure to Big Show, and he's not even done! Throwing him away like he's garbage. Big Show now looking around, realizing the flames are so hot that he could be doing some— oh! Wait a minute, oh my god, it's not over. Wait, what the fuck? Into the flames?! Jesus Christ, he is all over that fire! Oh, and now Batista getting the opportunity to pull it back from the literal ashes. God damn it, dude. From the literal ashes of this match. It was going so badly, and then suddenly it just worked. Wait a minute though. Irish whip. Flip over. We've seen it happen many a time. Big Show, wait. Okay. Batista with a running power slam. And Batista is in a bad way here. Not really able to mount a proper comeback. Oh, but I don't know how I'm losing this so badly. Damn, Big Show really got my ass. Wait a minute. Oh, he's nowhere near done. Oh, and Big Show finally stopped moving. Again, he's just nowhere near done. Batista will not rest. He is gonna beat the Big Show's ass. Oh, getting back into the swing of things. Batista fired up, maybe more literally than we really want it to be. Batista's actually crawling his way out of the fire. Oh, God. But as much as we forget, Big Show is still in the wall. Now, Big Show, wait a minute. Body slammed. That's shocking from, but actually, no, it's not really that shocking. Not for Batista, Jesus. And another one of these knees to the back and just flinging him all the way across the ring. Wait, we're not done. Slamming him down. All it takes is a little bit of offense from Batista, and he might just be back in this one. And wait, he's going for the fire. There's no way that this ends the match, but Batista is doing this as a little bit of a check. A check and a balance here. Never mind, that's just it. But what? There's no way that this feud between these two is over. There's absolutely no way. That match was so even. These two are gonna have to fight again sometime in the near future. What in the fuck But Batista's the world champ now. Big Show is number 2. Taker's number 1. I did not expect the match to end like that, but here we are. Overall, Survivor Series was a pain in the fucking ass to actually record. But outside of the times where I'm recording it, it was probably a pretty good pay-per-view, I think. Like the video, subscribe, fucking die in Oklahoma.